burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. Time is the essence, time is the season, time ain't no reason, got no time to show. Time everlasting, time to play these sides. Time ain't on my side, time I'll never know. Burn out the day, burn out the night. No one to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and nights that were blue. But I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. Burn out the day, burn out the night. I can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you.
Hey, everyone. How's everyone doing today? It's a windy day. It's a chilly day here. A wind makes it cold, chilly, but I'm going to try to sit out here because it's just quieter. I got a little one home sick. He got his allergies, and then he got himself a little cold going on. So, yeah. So I figured since I'm here, I might as well go live because he's actually resting. Let me get back on comments. Oh, let me get my banner up first. I always forget. Not this time. Let me say hi to everybody. Hey, it's me, Amberly. Hey, KCG. Yeah, I'm guilty on all counts. I knew that she was going to be held accountable. I'm honestly surprised it was, a little bit, but I guess, just a little bit. I wanted her found guilty. I just was worried because it hasn't been done. That the jury was going to have a really hard time with it, and I'm just, I'm glad the families are getting justice. They deserve justice. My prayers go out to them. That's awful, but sadly, it's not even over for them because she has appeals, and you can bet they've probably already started. And because the case is so unique in her being charged and being convicted, it's going to get noticed in appeals. Not to mention the attorney. Oh, dear Lord. That woman was a theatrical show. Yeah. Hey, rapper. Hey, Gma, how are you? Hey, Brittany. I forgot to share this because I just did. I'm terrible about that stuff on Twitter and stuff. Um, a lot of people said they didn't get some people, not a lot, but somebody said they didn't get notifications, but I forgot to share it. Hey, Kelsey. Hey, Patricia. Good to see you. Yeah, KCG. Yeah, I seen that you said that. Hey, Zoya. How are you? So, I was attempting to send this out or post it, but my piece of crap phone don't want to cooperate. Oh, and I'm gonna have to break my daughter's heart when she comes home. We ordered her shoes. She wanted a little bit of a high heel, just like a little kid's high heel, the little heel, for the dance, and they were supposed to be here today, but they are not coming, and they will not be here now till the 22nd, which the dance is Thursday. And yeah, she's gonna have, she's gonna be bummed. But oh, thank you, me, Everly. Thank you. Hey, Bama, I appreciate that. Thank you. It's she's gonna be bummed, but nothing I can do about it. She'll have to just under. They didn't have anything. She didn't like anything at the store. That's why we ordered. Um, but she's just gonna have to get them black mats and wear them. I mean, I don't know. I feel really bad, but yeah. There, I just posted it. I didn't even. I'm not worried about Facebook stuff. Let me get back to chat. Hey, Hazel Eyes. So, I don't know. Because I'm sitting here, not able to do much anything, and because he doesn't want to let me out of the site, hey, Muffin Mouse, I wanted to see what Betty's reaction was going to be to the reviews that had been put out about the documentary, and I wanted to see what spin she put on it. And then I also wanted to, because I knew she wouldn't be in that great of a mood after Toasty's live last night. She never is after a Toasty live. But she's just been maintaining lately, and that's not, you know. But see, well, I guess I shouldn't even say maintaining. As far as her attitude and her rants, she's been maintaining. But if you actually listen, she's still putting out so much misinformation. I mean, come on. Isn't it convenient that after 3 years, some dude just comes up to them out of nowhere? No one knows this information either. This is new stuff, and tells them that Candace Wells was seen at that dilapidated barn out where they live somewhere. And don't you know, her and Olivia was just happened to be there looking around, and you look in the barrel, and what's in the barrel? But a kid's little stuffed animal. So immediately, there people are they're eluding, they're putting out there that hey, Candace was here. Look, there's a kid's toy. Come on. Nobody's gonna come up to either one of them and give them any information that's factual or real. The Montgomery jury selection begins today. Oh. Anyway, so she's not been, and that's the things that bother me is when she sits there and acts like she's stating fact, and she knows she's putting out misinformation, but she's good with it. She's fine with it. She, in her twisted, warped mind, thinks she's actually helping these cases. But these people don't help. If they did, that would be a different story, you know? But the stuff they do, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. Confusing everybody, putting out a ton of misinformation. Um, 3 years worth of lives, and come on, Betty's eating up the Summer Wells content because she's getting views. Let's be honest. But I also was looking at Savage's channel. I watched some of her today. She had a good live today, which I haven't watched them. She had a good live today, but I seen a community post by her that she um, shared. It was another creator who was asking other creators to help her because, you know, there's a really bad, or what she calls influencer, bad tragedy pimp. And she wanted people to see what he does. So I figured I'd show, I've never seen this guy. So I figured since she's asking people to share it, we'll take a look at it and see what it's about. But he's tied up in the Delphi case, and apparently, um, according to things she said, docs his kids because after kid, the usual tragedy pimp stuff. So we'll check into him. Hey, runs with pickles. No, he sure JR sure doesn't. And I'm sick of people patting him on the back for, oh, look at what he's doing at the border. No, people, most of the people, in my opinion, that are watching him, they want to see a shit show. They're not watching him because it's good content, because it's not. It's not content. Come on. He throws out these wild, off the wall theories and misinformation about the military and what is going on now? What? Why did my tablet just shut off YouTube? That is the weirdest thing. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Anyway, and he's putting out what he's doing at the border isn't cool. I'm sorry, but it's not. Someone's gonna get hurt. He's gonna approach the wrong people. And he shouldn't be allowed that close to insert himself. I don't understand why he is. Right. If you're going to speculate, just say that. That's what you're doing. Stop with the lying that these things are factual. Well, Betty's reasoning for this. Now, she said this on her own live. I have it. The live's still up on her channel as well. I think I played it. Um, what she's saying is it's factual coming from her, but that doesn't mean where she got the information that is factual. But coming from her, it's factual. Now, does that make any sense? Hey, K Kanga. Yeah, I agree. What he's doing is propaganda. I totally agree. I don't get it. I know. I can't believe the views he's getting for that. Yeah, well, when he gets hurt and he cries and wants to sue everybody, but they'll regret that letting him closer and being his buddy. I don't know. I don't get it. But in all honesty, he's getting those kind of views because people want to see the bad stuff. They want to see the shit show. That's what they're hoping to see. That's just my opinion. So I am. I don't. I don't know what I want to start out with. I had it all planned, and now I think the reviews were not that good. I'm not going to read the Daily Beast because I think everybody's read the Daily Beast, but I believe I have the other one. I'm just going to look. Oh, no, no, no. It was Twitter, Twitter, Twitter. I think. Well, let me check. I might have it in here too. Mm. Okay, I'm trying. I thought I had it pulled up already. Where did it go? Oh my God, EKC put out this post asking people to help her find clips in the past year where she made fun of someone's life. She says my content encourages others to harass them and fear them. Okay. I realize this is a list of serious. Oh my God, I'll read you the list. It's fucking insane. She wants people to send her posts or videos from any point in time over the past year where she has made all kind of. I'll read it to you later. I'm looking for that article. I know I have it. Oh, no, I don't want to read the Baby Beast one. I want the other one. Click on my Twitter. But we're gonna look at Betty. And she was glossing over this morning. Like, she was very happy and pleased with the documentary, according to her. And bullshit. You could tell just by her face. Uh, um, she was even posting comments. A comment. She highlighted a comment. And her own chat was asking her or telling her, "Oh, we're sorry they made you look that way." Huh? Your own chat's telling you, but you're sitting there thinking it's a good thing. Oh boy. But I do want to get into Amy for Jesus Justice. We're definitely getting into her. Now, where the frick is that article? Okay, now I don't know where it went. I don't want the Daily Beast one. But do you guys watch or listen to Lamont at Large? Casey G, you know what article the review I'm talking about. Not the Daily Beast one, the other one. Hey, Maureen. Yeah, I felt bad that Crimes was live and I had to leave because I really like Crimes of Fashion. Lisa's such a sweetheart, and I enjoy being in her chats. Um, but I have to do my lives when I can because of the kids and stuff. So hubby's home from work is driving me freaking crazy. Oh, it's a nightmare what they're doing. Prime time. That's the one I want. All right, let me bring it up. The New York Times got one too. I didn't read theirs. No, I can't find it. Is the New York Times? I didn't read theirs. Is theirs any good? I can't find the prime time when it didn't come up. Um, anyway, I'll go to the New York Times. I had that saved. I don't know where it went because I wanted to read that. But do any of you watch him or listen to him? Lamont at Large. He did a video the other day, and I'd seen it for the first time in Savages today, or part of it. And he was, you know, giving his opinion about tragedy tips and about Betty and, said bunch. Pretty interesting. Okay, I'm looking for. Oh, come on now. None of it wants to come up for me, no matter what I'm doing. What the hell? Huh. No, I want the New York Times. You idiot. What the hell did you take me out of the Times for? That Daily Beast article is something, though. The Daily Beast review is something. I'll just later. I gotta quit clicking it because it's about dead. Hey, Remy. Hey, Blank Slate. Hey, what's up? Headed to the airport to get my daughter. Oh, will you be safe? You get to see your baby's home. I saw all 3 episodes. It wasn't positive or negative towards the sleuth, in your opinion. Yeah. But Betty's really world famous now. She's really famous. Um, whether it's good or not. Um, according to her, she was very happy with it, and it made her look like a professional. And she said they were so, they really portrayed the work that they do, how hard they work. Well, y'all want to listen to her, and then we'll get to the article. You can listen to. I'll play a couple minutes of it. I'm not playing that whole live because what the hell is happening? Betty's rants to her. She keeps talking about the same stuff, and I don't want to hear about it again. I'm so scared of hearing about it. That's why I don't want to share. No, I don't want to share that. I'm gonna bring the screen up. But yeah, she's just. Oh, those pine cones hitting this patio roof are crazy. It sounds like there's boulders hitting it. Oh, that cyber swoosh was amazing. Bullhorn Betty opens up. And then she regurgitated some Don Wells call from I don't know how long ago, 2022. Yeah. Anyway, we'll watch a little bit of this till I get the article brought up. Wake up. There's gonna be a No, we're not doing that. And she puts these videos of them doing their so-called searching. Yeah. That's for the primer. Okay, thank you, KCD. Um, well, we can read that first then. Nah, we're already here. I cannot believe she did. I mean, 10-minute intro on. I just want to get to the part about the.
Beautiful, sweet misery. Great job. You wouldn't know it by all the.
There's a couple things in here that pisses.
Those are the people that we're competing with. We're pretty much, no matter how you look at it, replacing those. I mean, the news industry is, and I know this for a.
Okay.
It's the truth. Period.
We'll start right.
Really here for mainstream media that much because they ask permission, right?
No. There's parts here in the this far in, and then there's a part towards the end that I want to.
Did they make us look bad? Lucy is a great director and a producer. She was in the house. Good morning, Mary. It's nice to see you, Josie. The real me too.
God, I miss being able to record. No. I've got to get OBS working again on here, so I can record these videos and edit this, so I don't have to go through this crap anymore. I did all that on my iPad, but I haven't been able to do that for a couple months because of the iPad. No one, not one of them are replacing actual journalists. Or I think they are actual journalists. I see the link, KCD. Thank you.
I'm just joking. Old Rusty up in the house. It's nice to see you. Good morning, everyone. If you don't know where you're at, you might want to change the show. I'm Bullhorn Betty. I'm the worst person on YouTube.
No, I never said.
Anyways, guys, so I thought we now know, but it's.
But see, you use that to your advantage because I've never said you were the worst person on YouTube because you are not. You're right up there, but you are not. And I've never said you were the worst. Problematic. Very problematic. See, I can laugh too.
It's been released. All 3 episodes have been released. Now I can talk, right? Talk.
Oh yeah, me too, Maureen.
So it was a great experience. Good morning, Victoria. It was a great experience. A lot of people, you know, we are at the mercy. We didn't we didn't get to see it until everybody saw it. Like, I was watching it this morning for the first time. That's why we're late to our coffee club, is because I wanted to finish it. I wanted to see, you know, did they make us look bad? Lucy is a great director and a producer. She was in the house. I got to meet her personally. She was in my house. Right. Just a lovely person. And I know that our bellies were all knotted.
Oh, we're going to get into that Amy chick, the Jesus for Justice chick. We're going to get into that. In my opinion, hey, Glow, she's a step above there. Now she put out a video saying that, you know, Kylie was pregnant, and she actually showed a picture and circled it. She's sick. I don't understand why the family hasn't shut her down. But I wanted to do that today. I may come back later tonight if no one else is live. I might come back and start her because, you know, this came out, so I wanted to talk about this briefly.
Up and stuff like that. You know, how this was going to be. But she does amazing work. And when I saw her work,
Boy, you're smooching.
I knew she was going to do amazing. She's a great documentarian. She's been doing this for a long time.
Betty, you didn't look amazing. You didn't. It was not done to make you look amazing. It was done to show what you people are. They were a little one-sided. I think they could have showed a little bit of your behavior more. A lot of you. Not just you. A lot of you. So, there's that.
Long time. She did another documentary that I absolutely adored. First time I ever heard of her was Our Father. And so, but we're always nervous because, you know, and a twin's like, okay, Betty, I didn't watch it, but shut up. Here you go. I'm just joking. The Edit Twins, if you received your Bullhorn Betty gift membership, please tell the Edit Twins, thank you so much. Thank you, and God bless you.
That's what I'll do. I'll do a little bit of this, read the article, and then come back after I get the kids in bed and do that Jesus for Justice chick. Yeah. But then and I'll also show that quick video about this Lamont at large. He did a good video, but I don't know if I get into that. That's a longer one. But yeah, there's the Delphi people that are covering the Delphi case. Some of them are, whoa, we think these Summer Wells people are nuts. No. It's crazy.
Also, this reminds me, our beautiful Southern Grammy Wolf. I didn't know this. I'm not trying to tell her business. I just found out yesterday. I don't know how I missed it. I get so busy. I'm working so much. It's hard for somebody that's lazy. I need to get a job, right? I gotta get over it. Move on, right? Anyways, I just been so busy here, and I didn't realize.
Well, yeah, you fighting your own lawsuit, Betty. You're filing a bunch of frivolous crap, just to waste time and spend the legal fund down. I mean, everybody knows what you're doing, and the court's gonna take care of it. They're gonna get sick of it. You only get so much leeway because you're pro se. It's coming. Just wait. Just wait. Is that how busy you are? Okay. I hear you're gonna rent out your house and travel the country fighting cases. Okay. I heard you want a lot for your house. Look, I live down here. I know what rents are, but you also got to be able to have a reason to get that rent. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, just letting you know.
Southern Grammy Wolf had been in an accident.
Working where? Yeah, that's what I asked. Well, she did have to file, write those 53 pages of frivolous crap. I'm not sure how much she actually wrote or screenshotted and or cut and pasted, but you know.
And so we need to give her, she's a family member, coffee clubber. We need to give her some prayers, just love and support. She's, it's just, I didn't know. So God bless you. If you're watching from your hospital bed, we love you here. And we're definitely praying that you pull through and have a speedy recovery. And God bless you for everything that you do. And she's a great supporter of this channel as well. And not only that, just a great supporter of her community, right? She's the one that's going and getting, what is it, CASA or whatever it was. And, really trying to do better for herself as well as her community.
You're so proud of her and her, what she does for her community. You can't even say what she does for her community, Betty. That's pretty sad. Your audience don't see that though, do they? They don't see how fake you are. Because had you really cared, you would know and you would be able to say. But you can't even say what she's involved in. Just saying. But I do wish whoever you're talking about a speedy recovery. Yeah, I do. I don't know what she does. It doesn't matter. I don't want to see anybody sick and in a hospital. It sucks. But yeah, you can't even. But you're so proud of it. Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Community. So just a lot of prayers for her.
That's true. She wouldn't get her homestead exemption, and renter's insurance is high. I know. I used to have rental property. Renter's insurance, and that was years ago. It was high. Now the market down here for insurance, I have not had a claim, and my insurance over doubled. It's nuts down here to get homeowners insurance.
So getting back to this. So they were in the house, but we were at their mercy. And of course, we've said some pointed things about media. Now, I want to be very, very clear so media can quit being butthurt about my conversation. First of all, I don't really care for mainstream media.
Betty, you think the media's butthurt over something you said? Really? I can't.
Media that much because they ask permission, right? I'm an American citizen. Okay. This is the way I feel. I'm not asking permission to speak. Okay. I'm not going to do it. It's just, it's not ingrained. Even when I was younger, ask my mother.
Aren't you, don't you call yourself a reporter? Don't you call yourself the media? But we know you don't have no self-respect or no respect for anyone else, so why would you ask? That would require, common sense, decency. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how to shut the trap, okay? Mouth of the South is what I was deemed at 2 years old. That doesn't tell you anything about Bull Horn Betty. Mouth of the South, right? True story. And so that's what I don't like.
Okay. Now I could say, hey, Ducking Fox, I could say a lot about their statement. Mouth of the South is 100% correct. See, I told y'all she's been like this. You just downloaded the game. This is it, no more. Because it's gonna be full, baby, and then you're not gonna be able to play because you're gonna have to delete some. You only need so many at a time, dear. But okay, that's it. No more. Okay? Love you. Sorry. Ask her mother why she didn't teach her right from wrong.
About mainstream media, because I know how it works. This is my biggest problem. They don't come with the stories. They don't come with, like, even the political stuff, because they don't want to demonize this person, because they may get in the office and they're going to have that interview with them, and this person may say, I ain't meeting with them, right? So they're not as harsh as they should be. I don't
They're not as harsh as they should be. I don't know. People that have been around and have been hounded by the press, I think, will tell you different. That's, you mean they're not you? Thank God. Wow, isn't she one of a kind? She's just a different level. In a different level, she thinks she's special, much cooler than the other a-holes. Yeah. I'm gonna let this play for a minute. I gotta go turn my roast that's cooking in the crock pot down. I'll be right back. God, you can smell it all the way outside here.
Here, meet with me. Don't meet with me. I don't give a rat's patootie whether you do or not. Okay, I'm going to run with the story whether you talk to me or not. If it's the truth, it's the truth. Period. So I just, we did kind of, we were pointed in some respects to mainstream media, but we're not talking about the Brian Entons, the Court TVs. We're talking about more in line with the local news. Those are the mainstream media, local news that we as citizens, cyber sleuths and stuff are competing with. Okay, those are the people that we're competing with. We're pretty much, no matter how you look at it, replacing those. I mean, the news industry is, and I know this for a fact, the news industry, the local news industries are getting smaller and smaller. They're having to reduce. It's just, it is what it is. There's an evolution, and a lot of these smaller.
I don't even know what she said, because I had to go turn off my roast, and my husband came in and decided to bother me. Hey, Catherine, I'm going to back that up just a second, because I think I know what she said, and I want to comment on it. I only watched this once.
Story, whether you talk to me or not. If it's the truth, it's the truth.
What?
Period. So it.
The truth is the truth.
We were
from you. I don't even need a gummy for this. You're just making me laugh. Oh, I'm going to speed you up.
We were pointed in some respects to mainstream media, but we're not talking about the Brian Entons, the Court TVs. We're talking about more in line.
We all know how she's obsessed with Brian Enton, and he doesn't give her the time of day. He could give two craps about old Miss Betty. Hey, Wise Angel. Hey, Orion. Yeah.
Line with the local news. Those are the mainstream media, local news that we as citizens, cyber sleuths and stuff are competing with. Okay, those are the people that we're competing with. We're pretty much, no matter how you look at it, replacing those. I mean, the news industry is, and I know this for a fact. The news industry, the local news industries are getting smaller and smaller. They're having to reduce. It's just, it is what it is. There's an evolution, and a lot of these smaller news organizations don't have the name recognition.
Betty, the evolution is the internet, is technology. There's still just as many big news stations. It's just everything's online. And yes, there's still. What are you talking about? You're not taking over. Sorry, you're not replacing. Sorry, you're just not. You're not.
Necessary to carry them.
They don't need any more National Enquirers or Star magazines. Okay.
On social media, as their businesses are going to be closing. I mean, I guarantee
they didn't grow up together, because Olivia is what, 20 23, 24, if that old. Yeah, Betty's is old enough to be her mother. Let's be honest. It's just weird. That whole thing is just weird to me. I don't know. But I think she's weird. I think olive oil's weird. That's just my opinion, though. Yeah, Brian cringes. Yeah, he don't. Yeah, and Betty pats herself on the back, saying she helped get him famous. Get him his reputation on social. His career, so to speak. Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of brick and mortar news organizations across this country over the next decade and so forth that are going to be closing up because it's all going to be going to an online platform versus a brick and mortar.
Betty, where the frick have you been? It's been doing that. It's been an online platform. Hello? Where you been? You've been in one of Charlie's alternate universes. You have, haven't you? Which one? Cloud 9?
Studio, there's going to be big studios for those types of people so they can rent them and stuff like the whole dynamic's going to change.
That's already going on, Betty. Been going on. What are you talking about? You for you being world famous and a world traveler. Well, not a world traveler, even though that's what you say. You really have been under a rock somewhere, because all this stuff has been going on for years. Yeah, go figure. She thinks the public can't see what's happening with news orgs. She thinks she's an insider because her sister works at a news station. She's too dumb to realize anyone else is smarter than she is. Yeah, and it's not even a big news station. But anyway, so she's trying to be her, in my opinion. Olivia is weird just for hanging with bets. What's really weird is her paranormal stuff when she tries to throw true crime there with that splash of true crime. I'm like, how does anybody take her serious? How does any of these law and crimes or whoever it is she's supposedly got a contract with or works for sometimes, however it is, how do they take her serious? Everybody knew that water bottle wasn't Gabby's. Come on. That's her claim to fame, and it wasn't even real. Buy them on the corner store right down the street from where they found it. It could have been any. Oh my God. Just like with this Summer Wells thing where they go up there and there's a barrel and just happens to be a little kid stuffed animal down in that dirty barrel. Oh, that means that Candace was there, and that means it was Summers, Oh. Yeah, I don't get it. But you know what? They brag about these TikTok accounts, but I never realized how easy it is. And it was on TikTok to build up subscribers. And it's cake to get views because all you gotta do is scroll past and you get a view. It's insane how it works. But no wonder you need so many more, I guess. I don't know. I haven't done any TikTok. I'm trying to get this down.
Change, in my opinion, over the next foreseeable future. So I expect some news organizations to not, have a lot of nice things to say about a cyber sleuths, right?
Actually, they called you Crime Tourist. Yeah, that's you guys' new name, Crime Tourist. That's what you were called, Crime Tourist. Get it? Tourist.
That's okay. But you would have thought it was horrible. Like, I was dreading watching. I'm like, based on like Daily Beast, it's like, man, how far, like, even Washington Post, literally, guys, come on, how far are you going to stretch this? Like, now you're just making stuff up. Now you just discredited yourself because you came out with these stories before everybody got to watch it. Now everybody got to watch it. It's like, well, damn, that wasn't bad, And they talked about a lot. We opened up a lot about the finances. We opened up about past. We really covered a lot of the stuff.
I don't know why I do that.
But I have to think that, it was marketed well. We knew the audience. I think it was just great. It was really great. And I have to say, Olivia did an amazing job. She really did. I just give her an A++++. She went all over the country with this production team to get some of those shots in front of the house before it was demolished. She was there with the production team at one of his court hearings. It was it was, she did a very, very good job. A lot of people, do you know who's in it? Do you know? Yes, they took clips in their trailer of me protesting out in front of the laundries. They took clips of Olivia from Georgia. They talked about, we even had some people, because, even look into to JLR. Okay, so let's just remove this illusion that they didn't know who they were filming. Okay, a Paramount Plus is going to come into some stranger's house without doing a stick of research on the people. Yeah. Oh, okay, I got it. But you know what? That was spread spread to the small little few thousand of the masses here on YouTube. I'm sorry. I can't help but to poke fun because they're becoming so stupid and irrelevant at this point. Like literally stupid and irrelevant. And I'm supposed to not be mean because, oh my God, they're going to talk about me. Well, you always do, whether I say mean shit or not. So what's the point, right? What's the point? I thought it was amazing. I really did. I think it really embodied, it showed a lot of stuff. It showed the amount of work that goes into, at least for some of us that do this. There are some people that, you saw it on the screen. Like, they're just making stuff up as they go. If they hear it, they think it, they believe it, and they just ran with it. And it really does cause a lot of problems in this. But you know what? Boulevard Betty wasn't part of
causes what? I'm sorry, what?
The problem. And that's something that they're going to have to.
You're not the problem. It's everybody else. It's everybody else. You sit here and spew misinformation and interfere and muck up case after case after case. And it's everybody else. You were just spewing information about the wells again. Yeah, I know. You're working your cash cow. Yeah. Oh, you guys are. You're working it hard. It's disgusting. Leave that child alone.
Deal with. I mean, to be honest with you, we did amazing work, absolutely amazing work on this particular case, as far as hitting it out of the park, not going with the masses of, accusatory and going after the kids in and around that were already dealing with so much of losing 4 freaking friends, and then having people coming after them that didn't even know who the hell they were saying, you had to have done it. There had to have been a group that just came out and just tampered all that crap down. And there was a group on TikTok, there was a group on YouTube that went out there that really studied this case, that fed information back. We did the best we could as far as making sure our audience knew, don't go into all these rabbit holes. We didn't go into it. You never saw Dot on my channel, right? You never saw Washington State Mom on my channel. There were
No, you just played a fake recording that you knew was a fake recording. And knew it didn't have nothing to do with it. And even after you were told, Betty, you wouldn't own it and take it down. What are you talking about? You're just as bad. And that was your girlfriend, your BFF, Olivia, that interviewed her. So you throwing shade on Olivia? No, not Miss Perfect Olive Oil. No, you're shading that young girl. Shame on you. Thought you were her ride or die. What?
Reasons why those things never came on my channel. Were they clicking viewy? Would I've gotten a lot of people here? Yes. And it irritates me. Like, how do you corroborate that? There's a way, because we can't, right? We can corroborate it. If we can corroborate it, certainly other people out there can corroborate it. There's reasons why we didn't bring stuff to this channel. There's reasons why we didn't have those discussions. It was a nothing burger. I'm not going to spend my time. We had a case. We had 4 victims. We had families of these victims reaching out to us, just trying to get answers for what happened. And we went out there and did our absolute best to advocate. This was not everybody.
Advocate. You advocate by taking that bullhorn and screaming the most disgusting things at people. You carry on like an idiot. Then you get on your soapbox on here, and really you film it all for content because it's all about you, not the victims. At the end of the day, you don't care about them. You care about the content. And then you get on your soapbox and you spew a bunch of misinformation. Are you kidding me? What? Okay, you ruined my laugh. Can you please let me laugh again?
Like, oh, you were trying to solve the crime. No, not really. We were trying to get as much information out there as possible. Yes.
She just made me.
But I can tell you immediately, scanning on that, and anybody that has been with me for any significant time can tell you that we didn't go into, we brought up the possibility of the people being near her being possible suspects
She made
in it.
me
Other
choke
than
on my
that,
tea. She said they're not trying to solve the crime. They never act like that. Are you kidding me? They had come out and they make accusations and accuse anybody and everybody they can get a hold of. What? This woman is delusional. She is the pure T definition of delusional.
Odd general allegation and talking about specificity, we didn't really engage in all of that on this channel. And when we went out there to the house, literally one of the very first things I said to my audience is, you can basically forget anybody that's in and around these kids. It is not them. It was. Was it even the vibe? Not even close to being the vibe you got off that house. I knew the minute I looked at that house and walked to the back of that house, I knew it without a shadow of a doubt.
I was muted all that time. I am so sorry. Betty, you exploit every one of these stories. You've exploited the hell out of the Idaho 4 case. You have accused anybody within a 100-mile radius of being responsible because they had a criminal record. You people were even posting people's pictures and records and stuff, accusing them of being the murderer. You've attacked the surviving victims, Betty. You even go after the victims and their families because you don't agree with their own decisions, which is not your business. Because at the end of the day, it's their child and you're irrelevant in it. Own your shit, Betty. Come on. I've done videos. I have the clips. I've showed the clips of you going at a surviving victim. I've showed the clips of you going after families. Stop it. They didn't show you in a good enough light, in my opinion. They kind of were one-sided because there was so much more they should have showed about all of you, not just you.
Doubt that the person that's responsible for this is not on any of our radar. It was literally night and day. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Right then, right there, I knew 100% nobody we were looking at had anything to do with this crime. I don't know where that came from, but you know what? When it's
I'm sorry. I need a mic with a light on it, so I never remember it's muted. It wasn't for speculation. He's an idiot. He shouldn't have been doing it, period. He was putting out people's pictures, their criminal records, everything. That was crazy. But I can't, my iPad is gone. The charging port is, I can't charge it. It won't charge. It's totally gone. So, and I couldn't get OBS to work this morning. I don't know why. It pissed me off. But I'm going to play with it because that's what I was going to do. I wanted to show, because I have clips of her saying completely different, and doing completely different.
It's that strong in me. It's that strong in me. And the bottom line was, we knew, right?
What's weird is for some reason, this TCL8 tablet, you can screenshot, but there's nothing to click on for screen record. Like to record a video or something like that I'm watching. It's weird. Even when you hit the screen for a screenshot, it'll say scroll down, but it just scrolls down to another picture. It doesn't record the video. I don't know what the hell. There's not even an icon to press. It should. I mean, it's new. It should. Unless my husband didn't buy it right, which most likely he didn't.
In there, people, we had debates about, who could have done it. I know we've had debates in here, and some people even got their feelings hurt because I just was not engaging that these kids were responsible. I just wasn't doing it.
Oh, I remember the drug thing. You guys even threw out the cartel. It's a drug thing. It was a drug deal going bad, or there was drugs involved. That's how you stop. Oh my God.
But as soon as I saw that house, I knew. And then we came back that first trip and I felt so devastated because I remember just thinking, I knew it had to have been somebody there. I knew it had to be somebody right there. And it wasn't. It wasn't the kids. It wasn't the RSOs. I mean, we knocked on RSOs doors. I mean, many people, there's a lot of stuff. And the reason why the RSOs,
the hell out of people, we know.
It's just not on my channel. Everybody says, receipt. No, I'm not putting it on my channel. I will tell you that we went and knocked on RSO's doors. They had absolutely nothing to do with it.
She won't put it on her channel, so that tells you she's not proud of it. Because if she was and wasn't concerned with what she was doing being wrong, it would have been on her channel. She's so bullshit.
Putting their face on my channel. For what purpose? To embarrass them and humiliate them even more. Oh,
you've done that.
I mean, they have to register. Some of these have to register for the rest of their lives. They had nothing to do with it. They have a right to
and
live.
You had no business knocking on their doors. You're not law enforcement of any type. You're not an investigator of any type. And you're not the media. So you had no business knocking on anybody's doors to begin with. Because at the end of the day, Betty, you're irrelevant in this case. You really are. You don't have nothing to do with it.
So if anybody wants to wonder why that never made it or debuted on our channel, it's not that we didn't do it. It's just that, in all fairness, if I really thought that the person was responsible or had information and wasn't being truthful, yeah, I'd probably put them on blast. But, when you have a person that's willing to open up to you and talk to you, a perfect stranger, and expect you to honor your request, basically, if we tell you the truth, you're not going to blast me. Okay, you got that. Was it recorded? It was. All of our interactions are always recorded. But again, never will I ever put that up here unless absolutely necessary. And it was just not necessary in this. But I can promise you, it was.
So she says she'd never do it, but only if it's necessary. Yeah, she doesn't debate. She blocks you. She sure does.
It was looked into. So nothing, even one that, like, literally, I was standing on this particular RSO's balcony. Like it's not a balcony. Well, it kind of is, but not. It's one of those things that have a multiple tier property. And so it's kind of like the one you have, but instead of the stairs being inside of the home, like at the 1122 King Road, the bottom level is separated from the top level, and the stairs are on the outside of the house, not the inside of the house. So you have a clear defined first level and a clear defined second level. And so the second level where this guy lived, actually, you literally from that second level, you could look straight. And
but who are you to go to anyone's door? I don't get it. Who are you to go to some stranger's door because he has a criminal record and ask him if he did the murmurs? What? Are you? And she's okay.
House. It was creepy.
That
I will be honest.
Is interfering in a case, Betty. That is interfering in a case. You have no right to go bother these people. You are not law enforcement.
With you, but I can promise you, once I talked to the RSO at that house, that went away. There was no creep left.
Yeah, that's right. They did. I remember that. They went after the one RSO who worked at the restaurant. I remember that. Yep. His picture and everything was posted. I remember that.
Because this was a situation that happened many years ago. He was 18.
But Betty, according to Betty, that's not true.
She was 16. It was a situation like that. It was verifiable to be true. So again, why am I going to rock this man's life because of something he did 20 years ago? It's not going to happen. Is he an RSO? Yes, he is. Is he somebody that I deemed a threat for this crime? No, it's not. And was he truthful with me?
Who the hell are you? You probably lied to that man about who you were. You probably told him you were the real media investigating this case when you're not. You shouldn't have even been there. Who cares what you think? You're not law enforcement. It don't matter what you think. It really don't. You think cops are going to listen to you?
Yes, he was. Did he want to talk to me? Not really, but he did, and he opened up. So there you have it. So let's just go over a few more of these little videos that we have, bringing us back to where we are today. I'm just going to walk you through. We've got 1, 2, 3, about 4 more videos. And
I missed that. Oh, no, it's coming up. I'm not going to watch these videos.
Hey guys, as you guys can see, we're back in front of
I reviewed
the Idaho
them
41122 King
when
Road.
Olivia and her went down there in the wintertime. I laughed my ass off. They didn't look in one dumpster. They pointed them out. They didn't look. They were searching for the weapon. They made a big deal because there was a garden by the university with a shovel in it that clearly hadn't been moved in months. You could tell that garden hasn't been touched in months. It was the middle of winter. All she did was complain about the cold. Then they got really excited because they said, and here's a pond, here's a lake. They were so excited about that because it was so close. But they didn't move one weed. They didn't move one rock. And they wouldn't go in that damn water. I even tried to get Betty climbing in a dumpster. I'm like, you're searching. You're not even lifting the damn lid. It was funny.
Moscow, Idaho. We are covering the case of Maddie Mogan, Zaina Kernodle, Haley Gonzalez, and Ethan Chapin.
4 University of Idaho students were slain in their sleep on November 3rd.
All she does is show her videos.
With his teacher or something.
I don't know how people do it.
Hey everyone, this is MDMZ, and
she shows all her TikTok videos.
Him being in the criminology class, it probably didn't really have an effect on them. They're mildly odd that it wasn't so off-putting. Like it was at times, you know, like it was bite-sized pieces, but nothing to raise to do it, to do anything. Like I said, getting in the car and just happened to move a shirt from the front seat to the back seat so you can sit down. You know, I just conversation. I can't even see where anybody more to do with
Here's
it.
Where it
he
starts.
Was tired.
Now I'm going to highlight. I'm going to share the comments. Just get ready to come up because Betty's letting everybody think that. I mean, even her chat knows she's not okay with what happened. It's funny, but she tries to play it off.
Brian got really arrogant and, you know, started doing the bodybuilding and getting into he described
he got arrogant because he decided to take care of his body. Okay. All right, Betty. You just know so much. You just know so much. Boy, you're going to be so disappointed when that trial starts. Don't worry. I'll make sure to point out, well, everywhere you were wrong. Don't worry.
Like a night and day, like a Jekyll and Hyde type of person. He said, you know, he was always kind of, you know, pointed anyways, always wanting up, like to one up him. But it really got bad during this certain era where he was just nasty mean to him. And he said he just couldn't deal with it anymore. Oh, thank you. It's me, Jen. Miss Jen has been doing a lot. So God bless you, Jen. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your love and support. No doubt. No doubt. I thought a series was going to be positive. I'm sorry they did. Sorry they did. You like that? I thought the series actually was positive. It was all the
even her own chat saying we thought the series was going to be positive and show you in a different light, and they didn't. And I'm sorry they did that to you. And of course, she's disagreeing with them.
Talking before it was released. I thought it was amazing. They did a great job.
Told you.
Everybody's like, oh, it wasn't even hardly about it was all about the Moscow murders, but it was the point was the cyber sleuthing that went behind it, and how we as
Betty, it didn't make you look amazing. It didn't. I'm just letting you know, at least in my opinion, and this is just my opinion. It didn't make you look amazing. You guys are called Crime Tourist. Tourist. Get it?
Cyber sleuths feel. We even say that some of these people are bad, do bad things, and they cause problems in these crimes, and they do peddle around misinformation, such as the one girl that went after the professor. Like,
you don't, Betty, you're in that same group. You peddle along misinformation all the time. All the time.
The professor, I don't even know where this professor came from. Like, I never even, outside of this creator bringing, they never came up in any conversation. I can't even see where.
It made her and Olivia look like absolute dumb fools, in my opinion. She's mad because Olivia got so much camera time, right? I mean, she threw shade at Olivia here a little bit ago. She forgets she's the one that played that fake phone call, that fake door cam ring cam recording. Mm-hmm.
Anybody in that house even knew who this professor. It was just weird, and now this professor is being accused of doing this and having an S relationship.
Actually, I'm going to check and see if I still have that live of hers, because she privated it, so she wouldn't delete it. But she privated it. I don't know if I still have it. It might be on my iPad if it's on, because a lot of my YouTube stuff was. Then I can't get it. But I would love to play that for her, since she don't do that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm.
With one of the victims, I'm like, what?
And she threw shade at Olivia saying about that WSU mom interview, because Olivia's the one did it.
This is the kind of garbage that some of these people were peddling on social media. There was literally no truth to it.
Betty. Oh man, that's a good screenshot. That's a good pause. Pause is on point. I got to screenshot that, baby. It's about the only thing I can do on this piece of crap. Anyway, yeah, whatever.
I don't even know where it came up.
You are one of the ones that spread all this ridiculous stuff. Look at what you and Olivia were just doing the other day somewhere else up by their property, Betty. You are one of the ones who spread this ridiculous stuff. You're right up there at the top. All the misinformation, yep.
It was crazy. It was just crazy. Where did the driver and lookout come from? He was a loner, exactly, and that's what made it so like that whole
hey revival,
that whole
hey mystery
lead. That's one of the reasons why I didn't bring it on here. Well, one, we were doing it for the documentary, and there's a lot of confidentiality that we have to have, especially on stuff like that with new leads and everything. So it was kind of a legal issue that I couldn't really bring up. But the other thing was,
what
we did look into it.
You said it's a legal issue you can't bring up. So in other words, you were told to shut up. You were told to shut up and not say a word, Betty. Don't try to spin it. Don't try to spin it like it was something. They were shut down.
It just doesn't bode correctly. It doesn't bode well. It does not bode with everything we know about Bryan Kohberger. I mean, there's that element talking about, substance and trafficking the stuff and
yeah, you talked about that quite a bit, Betty. Yeah, you did
that. But you look at these kids aren't traffickers, okay?
But you weren't saying that before he was busted, and even right after. Better go check your own words, Bets.
Sorry, Bryan is not a trafficker. I don't.
Yeah, she was peddling
the story in and of itself, with all good comment, because this is what people are like. Oh, you got to look at. No, I don't have to look. We can look into it, but I don't have to look any further than that when I know the fact.
No, I don't have to. And she's saying, "Oh, I never went there with that." Then she admits, "Well, I looked into it, but I didn't go with it." You did so. You did so. You are one of them misinformation passers. Yeah. You're a crime tourist. Just face it. You're a crime tourist.
Facts. If you know the facts are he had a substance abuse, he's more inclined to use than, and they're like, oh, well, he owed money. So, no. They were trying to say that the kids in the house owed money. Like, Kaylee just bought a Range Rover. Who in the world does she owe money to outside of her college debt and her car payment?
Oh, remember when you made fun of the college loans? You called them garbage loans. That kids shouldn't get them because they use them to pay for houses and cars instead of their education. You call them garbage loans. Remember that? I do. It's in my video.
It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. Like, it comes back down to the whole, my facetious comment about Don Wells and the ninja, right? It's like, yeah, if you put all these different things in here, yeah, does it make sense? Yes. But the reality is those things weren't happening. So you're trying to put something that wasn't happening in order to make your story make sense. It doesn't work. That second person didn't work. Emmett, it didn't work. It was a nothing burger. It sounded to me like a person that was sitting in prison, that was hoping to get somebody to listen to him, give him like some kind of deal, find a way to make some money. Like, he wanted Steve Gonsalves to send him money for him to talk. What? Like, we went out there to look into the case. Do you think I called Steve Gonsalves and said, hey, Steve, I had to spend $5,000 on this trip. Can you please send me the $5,000 so I can go and clear, Jack D's and Jack S's name? What? Like, you do what you do because it's the right thing to do, not because you're being compensated for it. And you know what the crazy thing is? Had that statement not been made from him,
you weren't being compensated for it. And by the way, you weren't supposed to be in that interview. That was Olivia's interview, which she played the family to get. She played the fact that, oh, well, your daughter followed me on TikTok. She probably followed a lot of goddamn people on TikTok. I do it. I've never watched them. Anyway. Or I maybe watched one video and that was enough for me. You guys played them. You played that. You inserted yourself. You weren't even part of that interview, Betty, and you know it. Yeah, because it was Olivia. Yeah. Yeah, she sure would do that. Yeah. Hey, guys, don't forget to hit that like for me. If you're not sub. And we have channel memberships. You can come join Poolside. We have fun at Poolside.
I probably would have put money like on his books, just to thank him for, coming, speaking to me. I'm always cautious about ever paying anybody out.
That is paying someone. If you're going to put money on their books while they're in jail, that's paying someone, Betty, that you're trying to get information from. Why does she always try to spin it and use word salad,
After an interview or before an interview or anything like that, because it just comes down to like an integrity issue. I don't mind raising money for people, but I don't, it's just, it's a thing, if we raise money for a cause like Jennifer Santinello, she's been taking care of Nova Grace, she's got a missing daughter.
Okay, but she's been taking care of Nova Grace since before her daughter went missing. Okay? I'm tired of you spinning that crap too, Betty. I'm sorry her daughter's missing. I really am. I hope that no matter what, that she's found. But
She's been going through a lot, raise money. Perfect. I'm absolutely down.
Yeah, this morning
with that. But, if for me to go and say, hey, Jen, can I interview you? I'll give you $200. No, no, that's not going to happen. I've never done that. I'll never do that. I remember there was one person that was running around that absolutely they were trying to sell their interview. And that was the first thing I said, as I don't pay for interviews. I never have and never will. If you want to get your story out there, I'm happy to give you the platform to do it. Otherwise, I'm just going to roll with the story as is. Oh, Miss Fletcher. Hey, love bug.
You know how you roll with the story as is. I know you're saying it's factual when it comes from you, but it doesn't mean where you got the information is factual.
A while. I hope you're doing well. Did you watch it? I watched it. Yeah, I was so nervous too because everybody was coming out with all this
There's
stuff.
that comment. I thought that series was going to be positive. I'm sorry they did you like that. That's numerous comments like that in her chat, but that's the only one she put up, and I think she forgot she left it up. But there was others that were saying that they didn't. When she said that it was amazing, they were like, no, they didn't make you look, But she only read one, and this little one here, she blew them off. Some were deleted.
I'm like, how would they know? Like, it hasn't been released yet. How do these people? I don't even know what's in this stuff. Like, I know what I said, but they were here for days, and that I think they got 1, 2, 3. I think they got a half a dozen clips out of days of recording here. So it's like I didn't even know what they were going to put into this, this video. We talked about a lot. We did a lot of work. So I just didn't know what portions of that they were putting in this. That's part of like even us. That's why we have content.
You did a lot of work sitting there being talked to. Okay.
For days is because we just take all the content. We never know what we are going to use. That's why even like 2 years later, we can throw something out that you've never seen before because we literally just take. But at the time, it's not useful. And then later down the road, it might be. So anyways,
you mean when you run out of content, you have nothing else to talk about, you throw up old shit like you've been doing with Summer Wells and stuff? Yeah, we got it.
I was getting nervous about it because we're at their mercy, and I'm thinking, I like Lucy. I liked Lucy. She seemed like she had a great vibe. Tiffany. She was very, she knew what she was recording. She had the guys set up, and she had the questions that they wanted answers to. And we just went down, and then they wanted to kind of see, me and Olivia in action behind the scenes. A lot of people never really get to see the behind the scenes, how we divide stuff, how we work together to get the information. It is quite the process.
We don't care. You guys are YouTubers. Get over yourself. It's not. Wow. Are you also interested in the behind the scenes workings of her and Olivia? No, I'm not. And yep, they show how goofy you are. Yeah.
It's a well-oiled machine at this point. It's really simple for us, right? So young people stuff we give to Olivia. Right? So if it's a young person that we want to interview, she's the bait. If it's old geezer stuff, I take care of. It's really a simple process. Is it young people stuff to do, or is it old people stuff to do? Okay, that's how it's divided. Okay, that's how it's divided.
Oh my god, I won't touch that. I won't touch it.
Instagram. How do you use that? Oh, you got this. Perfect. I love it.
Yeah, I won't touch that one.
And nope. So you really got to kind of see behind the scenes. You see the messy office, but I work. I mean, that is the office. I mean, we got a water cooler and everything. It's official. We got a water cooler and a messy bookshelf. I mean, what screams office more than that, right? What screams office more than a messy bookshelf and a water jug, right? Too bad.
Betty, you're not special. A lot of people have offices in their homes. And that is what? That's something special just for you. I mean, it's not a big deal, Betty. You have a 1970s printer and water jug thing. Okay, good for you. I have a new printer and the damn thing don't work. So good for you. Yours at least works.
When I go to the water jug, I'm gossiping with myself. I got to be honest with you. So how you doing today? Hey, did you hear
I said
about that
70s.
Betty down the way?
You gave her
man,
credit.
I heard she's a little cranky in the morning. I know, man. I accidentally bumped into her. I went to the bathroom and I went to brush my teeth. And whoa, there she is. It was really scary. It was a scary experience.
She really thinks she's funny.
Goodness. So, I hope you guys watch it. I don't want to spend too much more time on it. I thought it was great. I think all the haters, I think they were used and abused. Thanks for the clicks and the views. Thank you for the ratings and getting that up there, because everybody had to tune in to watch how horrible and how miserable we were going to fail, right? We had, I'm surprised they didn't have to.
Betty, it didn't show you in that great of a light. Okay? And you know it. And your face says it all. And your nervous cackling says it all, Betty. But okay. You keep patting yourself on the back for it. Okay.
Pitchforks out there.
But you do got a new name out of it. Crime Tourist. Tourist.
I just wonder when people are going to get sick and tired of being lied to. You know what? I keep praying. But you know what? Each and every day we get closer and closer to the real truth, right? We get closer and closer to the real truth. I'm going to keep going out there. I'm going to keep doing the stuff that we do, the stuff that makes this channel so special. Like when you come here and you watch an intro video, even if it's the shittiest intro video you've ever seen in the world, it's authentic content that this channel went out there and captured ourselves. We're out there asking questions. We're out there meeting.
Betty, you weren't even the main focus of the, a lot of people got a lot more camera time than you did. Just want to let you know that. Okay. They were a little bit, for some reason, more interesting to them. Just letting you know.
These people, we're out there standing belly to belly with these families. We're out there having these families cry on our shoulders. We're out there neck and neck looking for their missing loved one.
You're out there harassing people. You're out there mucking up and interfering in cases. You're out there trying to be law enforcement. You have no business talking to someone who could be a witness or a suspect. You have no business. It's not your job. You don't have a job. You do YouTube. Get over yourself.
That is what this channel does for these victims. Don't tell me we don't.
What you do for these victims is exploit them. Harass the families and friends, insult, stalk, threaten. That's what you do. And that's facts. There's plenty of evidence of that. That's actually fact-based with receipts, dear. Unlike you. You don't help. You call that helping?
Don't tell me we don't help.
You don't help.
Does social media hurt? It sure can. I know I've been hurt by social media. I know my mods have been hurt by social media. I know the dangers of social media because of my experience.
And you hurt a lot of people with social media, Betty. But you don't want to talk about none of that, huh? You don't want to talk about none of that, do you? You're the victim. Poor you.
This is here. I know how dangerous it is. I've lived through it.
You've done it.
I've lived through it. Hi, Rain. It's nice to see you.
You've done it and continue to do it.
Did you hear them call you a crime tourist? I'm not a crime tourist. I cover cases.
You're a crime tourist, Betty. That's what you are. You're a crime tourist. Oh, look at her face. Look at that face. It says it all. Oh, my allergies are... Oh, I could not... My sinuses are so bad right now. I want to rip what little bit of them I have left out.
Might be other people that are crime tourists, but I'm far from being a crime tourist. We go into these communities and we research. We bring out the truth.
You're a crime tourist, Betty.
We speak the truth and we get those interviews, right?
You speak the truth.
And we don't have to do it by deceptive or devious methods. Like, do you think Don Wells? Yeah,
you do, Betty. You lie to people and tell them you're the freaking media. You're not mainstream media.
I just ask you by show one and choose. Do you think Don Wells knows how I feel about him?
Who cares?
That he does, and two,
what does that have to do with it? Quit exploiting the Wells for views and money.
absolutely clueless about how Bullhorn Betty feels about that man. Thank you, Elfig. God bless you. God bless you. By ones and twos. Do you think Don Wells knows how Bullhorn Betty feels about him? Exactly. Exactly. I don't have to stoop to devious methods.
But you do.
You don't see me ever being nasty to him when I'm on the phone. You guys heard a phone call with him.
Oh, the edited one? But yes, you've been very nasty. You went to the man's job and carried on like an idiot till they removed him from the job. You went to his home and carried on like, what are you talking about? You carried on like an idiot when you were there.
I think.
And you carried on like an idiot on many, many, many lives. Yours, Molly's, and others. Stop.
I think he did something to his daughter. You don't hear me screaming at him. You hear me having an...
You don't hear me screaming at him. Oh my God. Is she freaking for real? There's how much video evidence to prove how she screams and yells and carries on. Oh my Lord. My Lord.
Absolute conversation with him. I'm utmost respectful when I speak to people. This illusion that I just go, that's the narrative people drive when they don't know what is going on. Because again, and don't ask permission, and I don't ask for forgiveness. I don't do either. I have nobody to prove. If you guys want to watch. If you don't, have a great day. But I can tell you. Made you look, right? Made you look. You know why we make people look? Because we're out there. Where are we at?
I was muted again. Jesus. Betty, you're acting a fool. That's why people are watching. It's not because you're actively doing anything to help in the case. It's not you're putting out good content or commentary. It's because you're acting a fool. A whole fool.
Now, you'll never know, right? You never know. We might be, who knows? We might cover, next show, we might cover something in Canada. How do you know? You never know with Bullhorn Betty. You never know with Chronicles of Olivia. We get these wild hairs up our butt, and you might wake up, we might be in Australia. You never know. Now, that costs money. Bullhorn Betty is a cheap bitch. Don't tell anybody, okay?
Well, we know that.
We're not going to Australia anytime soon, okay, guys? Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
No one needs to calm down. You're the only one excited. Your chat thinks you're an idiot.
The Crime Tourist was created by media. They don't like cyber sleuths because it puts their job security in question. Yeah.
No, Betty, they are not. They just adapted to the media, to the internet and social media. They are not worried about job security by someone like you. They really are not. No, you're a crime tourist, plain and simple.
We get it quicker, faster, and we have a bigger audience. Period. It's you know,
And you know what? There is good true crime channels out there. There really is. You're just not one of them. But there is really good true crime factual channels out there that don't do the shit you do. They don't muck up the cases. They don't interfere with potential witnesses or suspects. They don't go and scream like wild banshees at people's jobs and homes. Yeah, go figure.
Hear Brian Enton or Vinnie Politan dogging the because they get it. And they're right here on the same platforms we are. Quite frankly, you know.
Betty, don't compare yourself to Brian Enton, because you're not Brian Enton. And you're not even the other dude you said. I don't care much for Vinny. But, yeah, you wish.
When you pass stuff off, you pass stuff off, right? They want to keep those. They want to keep that communication line open. They're not going to dog people.
She thinks she's the threat. She thinks she's the threat to the world media. But it has absolutely nothing to do with her. Oh boy, she's not replacing any real
dog
media.
People. That's what we don't like about mainstream media, right? You never know when you're going to need that interview, right?
Maybe it's because some of them have morals, some, not all, and respect, and they also have contracts they have to abide by. Yeah, there's that too, Betty. You know, you do such a bang up job with your interviews. Yeah, we've seen the kind of your kind of interviews, Betty. They're nothing. And all you're doing is interfering. But you're still not getting anything.
We can say a little bit about Bullhorn Betty, but she does, you know, may need her one day. Be okay. You never know, right? Never know. Don't say too much about Dolly Vision in the turtle game, right? We don't need a bunch of angry snapper turtles. Like they get it. They've had the snapper turtles before, right?
Oh my God.
They get the hate. Brian Enton was on social media before Bullhorn Betty. I remember he was on Twitter. I tell this all the time, and I remember he had
yeah, we know you built his career.
Golly, 15, 20,000 people at the time, 15 or 20,000, right? He was just now he's got.
That's more than you got, Betty. That's more than you got. And that when he was just getting started.
He's huge. He's huge, right? He's huge. We watched Brian Enton grow up. I mean, you're not going to be mean to me.
Betty, Brian don't give two shits about you, Betty.
Than when he had Pampers.
You didn't help his career, Betty, at all. And he don't give two shits about you.
Right? So it's like, you know, I'm just joking, Brian. I'm just joking.
Not.
We're not going to talk about
Betty, he
Pampers, but you know what.
He don't want you. He don't want you. Oh God. No.
we were so infant. We were in our infancy, right? We were in our infancy. And
look at where he is and look at where you are. Who's winning? Just saying, if you want to do it like that, if you want to put it that way, you were both in your infancy. He's rose to the top. Go figure. He's legit media. Go figure.
Oh, it's really cute. Betty, buy a package of red underwear and tell Don he can have them. Oh, if he tells you what he did was, oh, sorry, I didn't read the last part of that. No, I'm not. We'll have to do. You know what?
But you thought it was enough to laugh about. You're going to laugh about something like that, about a missing child. You're disgusting. See, that's what I mean, Betty. You're not serious. They don't take you serious as a journalist. Because you're not one. That's just my opinion, though.
Olivia, she's young. She knows she's pretty. She will let me bait her all day long. Like, I can use her for bait. We'll get her the red underwear. This is more up her alley. I think with the younger generation, Don likes the younger ones anyways. I think I'm way past his prime. Okay. I'm too old for Don Wells. So
wow.
Too old. I'm just, as sick as it sounds. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing. I get sick. I think I'm too old for him. Honestly, I'm older than his wife. You know, too old for him. Can I get your autograph?
Oh my God. You don't have to worry about that. I don't think he's the least bit interested in you, Betty. Just saying. But to say that stuff that you'll use Olivia as bait, What? You two are some messed up individuals, man. Some seriously messed up individuals. And that's why you're laughed at. And the real media don't take you seriously. For reasons like this. Hey,
yes,
Hope.
you can. You can. Why don't you get up?
I know. I forgot to share it because I was dealing with Dallas because he's still homesick. Poor baby. I thought it was just allergies, but then yesterday he started spiking a fever and puking, and yeah, it's been a fun night. So, of course, he had his doctor's appointment. He didn't get sick till the day after, the next day, so that I've turned around and take him back if he throws up again. But yeah, I forgot to share it on Facebook and Twitter. Someone else told me they didn't get notifications either. I don't get them half the time. I have to look to see who's live because I don't get them half the time. I wish YouTube would get better with that.
Selfie with me, and then I'll sign the selfie. There you go. Because I miss you, right? I miss you. There's been several times I've traveled through a particular state, and I'm like, "Hey, got lunch?" Always, nope. Pump the brakes.
Oh my God.
I'm throwing her under the bus, making her feel guilty. Did the guilt trip work? Did it?
She is really
thank
feeling
you.
herself.
Yes, we are trying to get the new camera right here.
So you don't need
with Chronicles of Olivia. I'm just joking. Her camera's far superior than this camera, but you know what? I don't do the kind of work that Olivia does. Olivia is amazing at her work, right? You know, she's like pro level. Like I'm down at like amateur, novice. You know, I'm not. Did the guilt trip work? I'm just doing.
You don't need a $4,000 camera either, Betty. Now Olivia's professional, but a little while ago you were throwing her under the bus for that interview, saying how you wouldn't put that crap on your channel. Okay, Betty. Okay, what is going on with this charger now? I know that's my charger. Oh, I give up with this electronic crap. Okay, now you're not going to work right. You're going to make my chat go upside down. Ugh. Let me just put it over here. Oh, great. I just did away with my chat. Nice. Let me play this.
What I've learned from the old geezers, right? When you get older, you learn reverse psychology.
He sent naughty pictures to Dawn. I remember hearing about that. Did she really do that? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Betty, it's not your age. He was talking to Mooley and Cher, so there's that. Betty does not know what pro level is, no. She's really hard to ignore, dumpster fire. That's why people look. Yep. That's why that's exactly what it was about. She's trying to say that they're watching because you acting a fool. That's why I watched.
And
not gonna lie about it.
Apparently it works. They swear by it. They swear by it. Oh, and they say if that doesn't work, a little bit of bribery.
Oh my Lord.
So I'll buy you lunch. Now I can say I know a famous YouTuber. That's so sweet. You know,
God,
too.
You're not a famous YouTuber. Oh, dear Lord.
Because three, right? The Three Musketeers, right? We did. I always said that I always thought we blazed a path that wasn't really there before we got here, and we're kind of pioneers for.
You blazed a path. You're pioneers. Oh my God, is she freaking for real? Oh my Lord. Yeah, you blazed a path of idiocy of how not to behave in the public at people's jobs and homes. You've gotten laws passed because of people like you doing the things you've done. Yeah, you blazed the path, all right, on what not to do.
I think that's why we get a lot of hate, is because people don't like change. They don't like, when you get into a specific way of doing things, you don't like anybody disrupting it,
You said she was world famous before this, Betty.
I'm just not I hate being home. I hate being here. I'd rather, you know what? If I'm covering a case, I want to cover it in person because I know I can do a heck of a lot better work in person than I can from here. Think about it. When you have a question, who do you have? Now I've got to research.
But you're not the real media, and you're not an investigative reporter, and you are not law enforcement. And you interfere in cases, Betty. There's a big difference.
Search to find out what phone number I need to call, who I need to speak to, when I can just go down there and be like, hey, I need this, right? Or I need that, or how long is it going to take, or what do I need to fill out, or, just have the person help that you just don't get on the phone. Like, things are just 10 times more easier being there in person to kind of unravel and get to the real. You cut through all the BS because the person you're speaking with is a person that's right there. Like, you can't fake that, right? You can fake online. You can fake conversations. You can fake emails with people. You can fake a person that you're emailing. You know what I'm saying? But when you're there in person, it's kind of hard to fake a human being. Okay, and seeing them eyeball to eyeball.
And
there's
Betty,
just something
the kind of people I've seen you talk to, I would take what they say with a grain of salt.
About it. It's so much better. Hey,
And
Melissa, it's nice to see you.
What is this?
Good morning. Welcome to the Bullhorn, Betty. Crime stories.
And you have yet to get any breaking information. You put on shows with the breaking Layla found phone, I reviewed that, Betty. That was pathetic what you did. And the breaking stuff with the Monkey Vaughn case, yeah. You hurt people, Betty. You don't help. You interfere. You're full of misinformation. And you're still spewing misinformation. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what happened to Summer. You have no idea. But you stated as fact that they did something. You have no proof of that, Betty. You have no proof of nothing.
This is a new channel for me, okay? It's the Bullhorn Betty Shit Show, okay? Welcome to the Shit Show. Yay. I'm just joking. We actually are furthest from that, but people try to turn it. I'm actually loving this new channel. This new channel has been good. We've been able to expand on this channel. We've been able to do a few other things that we didn't do on the other channel. I've got a lot of exciting stuff.
What happened to your 24,000 subs, Betty? Where are they at? You had a lot of subs, Betty, because some were bought, and you had a lot of inactive subs. Because what are you at now? A little over 3,000? And that's good. Hats off to you. I'm just saying, don't toot your own horn too much.
We're not done yet. We're just getting started, guys. Remember, we are just in the second month of the year, and we have got so much going on this year alone of real, authentic.
She's fake emails and stuff. She knows exactly how to do it.
Boots on the ground, belly to belly stuff going on. I can tell you, for the first 6 months of this year, you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised. You guys are going to love the content. You're going to love what we got going on. And we still have time for those breaking news cases that are coming up as well. So we'll be covering breaking news cases too. And if anything's on the East Coast, we're going to try to get you guys out.
Well, good. The judge will be glad to hear that, because you can do all this traveling. You can travel for court. You can be there in person. That's a good. Keep bragging, Betty, because didn't you state, which I still have the rest of that lawsuit to go over, did you state in your lawsuit how all this stuff that's happened to you has hurt you? But here you're bragging about how you're growing and how you're doing good and how you're going to be all over the place traveling. But you're scared, right? You're scared to leave the house. You're being followed and harassed. You just made your lawsuit look like what it always has been. Frivolous garbage. Everything you just said just disproved 90% of what you put in that lawsuit. You just bite your own foot off, Bets. Which you didn't stand a chance anyway, but just, all this talking, how is this hurting you? How is all the, you said how it's negatively affected you and what it's done to you. Yet here you are bragging. I'm sure that lawyer's going to see this. Okay.
as many places as possible. But more importantly, there are people that are missing. And right now, we have 4 individuals right now in a 2-state area that have never been found. We have Summer Wells in Rogersville, Tennessee.
Betty, do your homework. You might be surprised to find out that there's a lot more people in those 2-state area missing. But because they're not cash cows for you, you don't care. You don't care about them. There are so many missing children and adults. So many. But they're not cash cows. So you don't acknowledge any more than the ones that you exploit.
We have, which is went missing at 5 years, her 5th year. When she was 5 years old, she just had her 8th birthday. And then the bordering county, Sullivan County, Kingsport, where Summer spent the entire day at, there's 2 girls out there missing. And that is Layla Santinello, which we went out and covered quite a bit.
Not even the same kind of cases. One was a small child, the other one are grown adults. Whole different scenarios, different kind of neighborhoods, different lifestyles. She was a grown woman who unfortunately was in a not good lifestyle. And she had addiction problems. Not that the cases are not connected in any way, Betty, other than from being in the same state.
We have a great connection with her mother. This channel has heavily supported their family. And then we have Holland Snap, which we went out and covered, not as heavily involved with her family. Mm-hmm. And, but we did cover the case and try to find answers.
Briefly.
But there's 3 people, right?
But it turned out not to be a cash cow for you. So you backed off of it. And the family wasn't having none of your shenanigans. So you backed off from it, Betty. Got to go back to your original cash cow, Summer Wells.
Literally 20 minutes apart from each other that are missing. 3.
That have nothing to do with each other.
And then you go over to Kentucky. And
that have nothing to do with each other. Stop confusing your audience.
You got Crystal Rogers, which has never been found. So we've got 4 beautiful women.
And you really think, no, Summer was a small child. You don't think there's more people than them 4 people missing? You didn't do your homework, Betty.
In a very small, defined area that have never been seen again from 2015 to 2023.
Exactly.
So it's a little concerning. And there's a lot more than just those. Those are just cases that are coming.
She's not going to, SF Investigates was on that case, the Holland Snap case, and she knows it. That's why she chose to even try to cover it. But she couldn't get nowhere with anybody. And that wasn't a cash cow for her. So she, hightailed it out of there.
To my head. And we're going to be covering all of those. We were going to be, in 2 days is when Brooke Houck is going to his hearing in Bardstown, Kentucky. I was going to try to get there. But due to the budget constraints, because we ended up going to South Carolina, and I had the budget just for South Carolina, and then I decided to add Tennessee in, but we never changed the budget. So I was able to do both South Carolina and Tennessee all on the same budget. That's why I said we know how to budget the hell out of some money, because I tell you what, I'm cheap. I'm cheap. And it was the help, of Chronicles of Olivia, as well as The Real Me Too and the other people in the chat that supported I Am Teen Summer, that also supported the trip. So we were able to do a lot with the budget on this trip. And did we find anything?
No,
not really. We haven't found really anything.
You've never.
I feel like all 3 of the girls that we covered on this trip.
You've never found anything, Betty. You keep lying to your audience and using them to give you money to go on your little vacays all over the place, to make you feel important, because you never get anything. You never do anything but for you. Content for you to make money off of.
I feel like it's sad, and I get beat up because I have the feelings, because I go out there and get the feelings, right? I do the work, and I just have the feeling that they're all 3 gone, and it's sad. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just, it's sad that you know, you always wonder, you know, why them? You know, it's a process. It's a process. And like with Jennifer, it's hard to watch her, you know, go through this struggle, go through the ups and downs. And, you know, my mods are telling me that, you know, some days are just really bad for her, you know, as you can imagine. But just, you know,
you don't have
foundation.
What happened there? My mouse jumped in again. You don't have contact with her, Betty, but you're saying your mods do? Huh, interesting. You have no clue, Betty. You have no clue.
a massive amount of work to do.
There's so much I could say on that, but I'm not going to give my opinion on that whole Layla stuff because I'm sorry that she's missing. I hope that she's found. You know, I send prayers for her, but there's
here lots of it.
Paperwork
and other. Plus, I haven't done any videos for today. So I got to get some videos pumped out so you guys can have something to watch the rest of the day. So you guys don't have Bullhorn Betty DTs, you know. We already have.
We were supposed to, and I was live and had to go in the house, take everything in the house because the wind got so bad and the rain. But it lasted for like 10 minutes, and that was it. Never came back. But we were supposed to get now. I'm sorry. I hope everything's okay, Ducky Fox. It's raining heavy. Wow.
BHB DS, right? The BVD commercial of BHB. Only the old geezers in here will know what I'm meaning.
Oh my God. That cackle is
because I do everything I can in my BVDs. Where is our laughy emoji when we need it? We have no laughy button.
Oh my.
All right, there's some people in the bushes not wanting us to know how old they are. You know it. You know it. We have a lively older crowd over here. We all know it, okay? We all know it. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. We'll come back with a little more. I've been working on videos so much. I haven't done any research, and I'm on the borderline. There you go. There you go. So, anyways, I can't get over that. Some things just pop out of my mouth. It even cracks me up every now and again. I got to tell you, that's what's great about these live shows. You never know what you're going to get, right? You never know what you're going to get. Clip that. No, I'm just kidding. Don't forget to rock it out with your coffee beans out. If you see something, say something, because an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. We don't want you to have to use your BVDs, okay? We don't want you to have to use your BVDs. So be nice. Be nice to the folks. Be kind.
Oh, my God. I can't. I can't. Oh, my. That was a bunch of malarkey. That was a bunch of crap if I've ever heard any. Yeah, that was a bunch of crap if I've ever heard any. Youch. I'm going to read just a little bit of this article and then call it a night. And I'll come back later and we'll do the where did it go? Oh, wait, I sent it to my messenger, didn't I? Yes. I posted it on my Twitter. Maybe I'll just do it on that one. Yeah, I posted it on my Twitter. There it is. Okay, come on. Come on. There it is. Whoa. Oh, this mouse gives me such a hard time all the time. This is the Wall Street Journal's article. I only read a little bit of it, but I'm going to share it and read it to you guys. Everybody's read the Daily Beast article, and I'm not sure about the other ones, but I'll read a little bit of it. Okay, this is the Wall Street Journal's about the cyber sleuths. You know, the Crime Tourist, hashtag Crime Tourist. In fact, I'm going to put that hashtag. I don't think I put it in my description. I should have. Let me see. Let me check real quick. I don't think I did, though. I should. No, I didn't. Darn it. I will when it's over. I will go add hashtag Crime Tourist because that's very fitting title for them. Okay. Cyber sleuths. The Idaho murder. review, Forensic Fancies. A 3-part, and this is the Wall Street Journal's article. It was posted February 1st, 2024 at 5:40 Eastern Time by John Anderson. It says, a 3-part documentary on Paramount Plus focuses on the self-styled investigators of the internet who stirred up a storm of speculation and disinformation in the wake of the murmurs of 4 college students in 2022. Too bad they didn't show Bullhorn doing what she did, attacking the surviving victims and the victims and their families, how she stalks their Facebook and Instagrams, any social media she can, takes their pictures and their videos and puts them on her channel. I mean, something about getting a ticket for a red light. I mean, why would you want to even put that stuff, videos like that up? You shouldn't even have them. You stalk, you take them, you don't get permission to use them. And the girl that I'm getting into tonight, I don't understand why Kylie Rodden's family hasn't done something to stop her. This girl needs stopped. She's nuts. She's nuts. Hey, Fireflies. How did you get that pop when you first come on? What do you mean? They just found the victim's GoFundMe. Hey, Pippi Longstocking. I love that name. Her sense of humor is very immature and not funny at all. She is delusional and very uneducated, in my opinion. I agree with you. Betty, you keep searching on private properties and posting trespassing videos. Yeah, she does. What the F is she saying? Yeah. Hope, did you know your chat messages were getting screenshotted and saved? That's so ridiculous. People are idiots. There's a pop-up when you come into my channel? I have what kind of pop-up? I'm going to try it. I didn't know that. I don't know what you mean by pop-up. But I'm going to look. Let me go out and come back in and go to my channel. So it brings up... Let me go to my channel. Oh, I'm in my channel. Well, let me go to here and then go to my channel. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe it was an ad? Did I come up easier to explain? Okay. Let me get the link. I want to read this article. Okay, where the hell is the link? Why are you not posting? Paste. There you go. Okay, I'm going to get back to the article so you can look. Okay, it says the proverbial light bulb will go off over viewers' heads somewhere in the midst of episode 1 of Cyber Sleuths, the Idaho Murmurs, along with the sense of having been slightly sandbagged, but it isn't close to how the subject of this 3-part documentary are going to feel. The subjects, they're not going to feel that way. Wonder why. We have no one to blame but ourselves and our programmed expectations. If we anticipate that Cyber Sleuths will be some kind of true crime hero's journey, or to offer a solution to the horrific murmurs at its center, On November 13th, 2022, 4 students from the University of Idaho were found murdered in their off-campus home in Moscow, Idaho, a small town whose police department was. Okay, where's the rest of it? Why are you not showing it to me? I'm not subscribing. What are you talking about? Why won't it show me the rest of the article? You telling me I have to subscribe? I'm not subscribing. Why would I have to subscribe? That's weird. It won't show the rest of the article. Let me see if I can get it to post on just Twitter. That's weird. I think I did sign up with them, but I didn't pay. Let me see if it'll let me do it this way. That sucks. It's not going to open the article for me. I'm just signing in with Google. You have to subscribe to read them now? Oh, I have a free account. Okay, I thought I did. It's taking forever to log me in now. Okay, here we go. Did it do it? Oh, I got it. I thought I had an account with them. I don't pay, but I thought I had an account. Let me re-screen share. God, it had. I haven't been able to get in that one email since the day I set it up. I never wrote down the password. I set it up for one of those streaming or like I think it was for something from Swag Books, but I never wrote down the password. So or saved it because I don't save my passwords, and because I don't trust people. People can get into your system too soon. And the IT guys at the VA always told me never ever save that kind of stuff unless you have what you've got. You're secure. And he said I wouldn't trust in that with what you're doing. But anyway, yeah, I didn't write it down on it, and so I've never been able to actually get into that email once I set it up. I never tried because I quit doing Swagbucks stuff. So I really just didn't care anyway. All right, now let's read. Wait, did she come up? Is she in? Let me see if she's backstage. Okay, I'll add you, Fireflies.
Hey, Kathy. No, when you first come into your room, it's like a pop-up, like what you expect from the chat. It's like rules.
Oh, that comes in the when I went to I think I did it on here because there was so much people attacking people. I didn't want that to happen anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never saw that feature before. That's why I was asking. It's like, how did you do that?
Yeah, that I think I did it on my laptop. I went into my settings in my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And that's how it'll wait a minute. Let me see. I got to remember how I did it now. It won't let me do
Sorry,
it. I
guys,
can't.
I'm going off topic.
No, that's okay. What I'll do is shoot me your email and I'll walk you right through it.
Okay.
All right. All right.
All right. Yeah, you want me to hop down or you want me to keep?
Oh yeah, I don't care if you say. You can stay up.
Okay, cool.
Let's read. Okay.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, come on.
Just mute when you're not talking. That way you don't gotta worry about it. I never turn mine off. I always forget.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Okay. Cybersus will be some kind of true crime hero's journey, or to offer a solution into the horrific murmurs. And I told the students were slaughtered in their off-campus home in Moscow, Idaho, a small town whose police department was hardly used to such crimes of passion. As the murmurs were deemed unsatisfied by the progress in the case, internet gratifies largely from TikTok, began their own investigations, crusading journalists or enormous pains in the neck. The director, which is Lucille Jordan, our father, in parentheses, okay, begins by introducing these characters who will go unnamed and unpublicized here, and in a way that seems ennobling. But once their MOs are established, along with their personalities, the so-called cyber sleuths emerge as an unworthy, loud, and even unsavory lot. Several have criminal backgrounds, the show tells us. Through their own clueless self-promotion, they reveal themselves to be obnoxious, pretentious, deluded by their mission, untalented, untrained, and unaware. Well, Betty, that doesn't sound amazing to me. Does that sound amazing to any of you?
Nope.
But it was amazing. And she's so happy with it. Wow. And this is just all the reviews are the same about what the docu-series is really about, what it's really showing. They're all, in their own words, the same. That's weird I said that when there's a damn channel. I feel weird saying that now that there's a channel with that name. I haven't watched
Kathy,
it,
is this the news article about BHB?
It's about the docu-series, Crime Sleuths.
Okay.
This is from the Wall Street Journals.
Okay.
I didn't want to read the Daily Beast because everybody's read that one. But they all mimic each other as far as saying the same things about these crime tourists.
You know, that's what they do. It's like as soon as they see one person doing something, they're going to mimic right along with it.
Yep. We have this ingrained idea that you need a diploma and a degree in order to do something, says one of the very ambitious online criminologists. But we're living in a new generation where there's other loopholes to getting where you want to be. The use of loopholes is either a Freudian slip or she doesn't know what it means. Yes, she doesn't know what it means.
Because she can't even figure out the other stuff. And then writing 53-page letter of something the judge told her she can't do.
Yeah, he was just talking about somebody in the group, and he didn't specifically mention her. He's not mentioning anyone specific by name because he doesn't want to give them any attention.
Right. Right.
Miss Jordan includes some legitimate reporters for established news organizations. Also, all qualifiers that the cyber sleuths would scope at, but they scope at a lot. As CBS correspondent Leila Luciano contends, it is wise for the police to be transparent with these people because the internet will speculate in the absence of facts. But the posters and podcasters speculate anyway because they don't believe in facts. The police give them information, they dismiss it. By every indication, they don't believe in informed authority generally, or in the case as it is presented specifically. When Brian Kohlberger is arrested in December of 2022, the cyber sleuths / crime tourists are shocked, stunned. He simply wasn't on their radar. Have you tried turning it on and off? This guy got some snarky comments. He puts the comments in quotes.
Wow.
Or in parentheses, he puts in like in parentheses, like, yeah, have you tried turning it on and off? gets his snarkiness in there. No one thinks social media is going away or the online investigations, but they have become a factor in police work. As Miss Jordan shows.
It's going to be where it's like I said, we already see the machines coming in. It's going to be, that's what it's going to be.
That's where it's been being. I mean, it's been heading that way for years. Betty's saying that today. It's not because of her. She's not replacing anybody. It was going on long before there was a Bullhorn Betty. And by the way, Betty, that's not even an original name. That was someone's name that you took and are using. And you're getting away with it because the real Bullhorn Betty is deceased. But go ahead.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's the truth. Anyway. Miss Jordan shows they are a source of information to which the public isn't otherwise privy because the authorities haven't released it or don't consider it germane, sometimes for good reason. And a wellspring of disinformation. A wellspring of different disinformation. I've never thought of it like that, but yeah, that makes sense. That fits it too. So now you're a wellspring of disinformation and a crime tourist. Wow. The cyber sleuths are correct that they have kept the case in the news. The Moscow police concede as much. So the department also had to add a page to its official website just to debunk rumors generated by online speculation. I don't blame people. I just speculate, claims one of the more unlikable sleuths.
Right.
But let me see where it is. I gotta check where the school bus is real quick.
Okay.
My hubby's gonna go get her and give me a break today. It's nice. I mean, it's great that he's here, but it's driving me crazy, and we really need him to get back to work. God, hurts the budget when you're not. Yeah. Okay, you got about 5 minutes.
Kathy.
Yeah.
Kathy, you got wishful thinking in the back.
All right. Wait, I'll let her come up. Let me get over here. Hey. Let me add you. Hey, wishful thinking.
Hey, did you see they got a backlash on the crime sleuth thing on Paramount?
They got a backlash on it?
Yes, a lot of people were complaining about it. Oh yeah, they got backlash.
5 minutes. Is anybody really surprised? Because
no, I'm not.
They didn't show some of the key points I think they should have showed was some of them. They didn't show the true side of some of the things they actually do and how they do actually interfere and carry on like wild banshee. So I'm not going to pay them to watch it. I refuse to give them my money for that.
Yeah. Sissy, do you have your phone near your laptop again?
Nope, my phone is off. Oh no, my phone is on my laptop. Hold on. My phone is on my laptop. Hold on. Yep. There you go.
Thank you.
I'm going to get back to reading. Okay. Or authority, because authorities haven't. I read that part. Okay. The cyber sleuths are correct that they have kept the case in the news. The Moscow police concedes as much, though the department also had to add a page just because of rumors. They had to add a whole page. And he says, I don't blame people. One says, I don't blame people. I just speculate, proclaims one of the more unlikable sleuths. Wonder which unlikable one it was. How am I supposed to verify any of this? Exclaims another, exasperated over wild tips she'd love to substantiate and circulate because views are what it's all about. And Betty and them, they have no problem circulating the information regardless. They don't actually check. Okay, the bus entered the 1 mile mark. It's a mile from the bus stop, dude. Okay. This bus app is fantastic. I know exactly every inch she's traveling from that school to our bus stop, which I only live like the bus stop's in the corner. I mean, I can stand in my driveway and get there and choose. I mean, it's that close. So I'm lucky there. But
oh wow, that's cool. They don't do that. They don't do that around here or in Pennsylvania. They don't do like the tracker thing. Like
I know. As soon as she gets on that bus and she's scanned, because they have to they scanned to get on and off the bus. As soon as her ID scanned, I get an alert that she's now on the bus leaving the school.
Firefly, they actually do it now for the special needs kids because there was so much things going on where the kids get left on the bus. They now have a tracker for the kids with special needs. They have a tracker to get on the bus, and they would track where they come and when they go.
They do it for all schools here, even the high school. Okay.
For the special needs kids.
Let's let Kathy read the story here.
Along with monetization of the 4 students' murmurs, as Miss Jordan lays out late in the series, the people interviewed are rather discreet in criticizing the TikTokers, perhaps because they don't want to be doxxed. Paul Katawaski, former Moscow police chief, takes an amused but dismissive view of the entire exercise, which seems the wise route to follow. The fact is, we who are not on top of the case are confronted with a lot of information about the murmurs and Mr. Kohlberger, who has pleaded not guilty. That may be new, as reported by the police, and bona fide sources. Mr. Kohlberger's DNA was reportedly found on a knife sheet at the crime scene. His phone records indicate he was in the vicinity at the time of the murmurs, but the timeline may not be solid. There has never been a motive confirmed for the crimes, but the fact is, no one is going to give away information that will compromise his or her case. Neither the defense nor the prosecution, and yet an online vacuum demands to be filled. Hot air will suffice. He gets his little shots in there, boy.
I'm beginning to like this reporter.
That's the end of his article? Huh?
Is that the Daily Beast?
No, this was the Wall Street Journal. That was the end of his article.
Try the Daily Beast. They also did a
article. Everybody's read that one. I have another one to read. I'm gonna send it to myself.
That was funny though.
He nailed it though. Exactly what he said is true.
Yeah, but he was taking shots too.
Oh, he sure was.
He was taking shots.
That's why I said I'm getting to like this reporter.
Yeah, right, because he was taking some shots.
Yeah, he did. Loopholes. You can't use loopholes to become the real media. Oh my God, it doesn't work like that.
And they believe it too. They do this and they believe they're doing something. And they're not. They're just disturbing the whole case.
Yep. And KCG, thank you again so much for it won't let me go back on my phone. Piece of crap. For getting these links for me.
Wishful thinking's thing goes, it kind of screws up every now and then. Just bear with it, guys. She's muting every time she's done talking.
No, I can't get the Yahoo link to come back up. It won't let me back in chat that far. Maybe it'll let me do it on here. Let me go to my StreamYard. Let me close this out.
You want me to see if I can get it for you?
It's in chat. The link's in chat. I just got to get back to the link.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll let me go back that far. For some reason, it won't let me on none of this stuff that's been on. I should be able to go back in chat, but there was a Yahoo one that KCG posted as well.
All right, hang on. I'm scrolling back.
I might have went too far back.
Yeah, I can't get it either. It's too far back.
Oh, I got great news today. My neighbor and friend, she's been my neighbor for 17, almost 18 years. She just got her test back. Her leukemia is in full remission.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, my neighbor across the street give me the chat back. That's fighting breast cancer. She is doing fantastic, and it's all looking good. It's making me go the whole way. It's taking me a minute to get back to it. I thought I downloaded both links when I seen her put them in chat. I thought I clicked on both links, but I guess I didn't.
I tried going back for you, Kathy, and it
Oh,
wouldn't
I
let me
can go
go.
back. It's just going to take a minute because it's on the laptop and it takes for. Okay.
Yeah, well, I said I tried it. It wouldn't let me go up any further, so I don't know how far back it was.
But at least that reporter spoke some truth, and, you know,
Heck
and it's
yeah.
not sugarcoating it. But I'll tell you what, with that that one YouTuber, I'm not familiar with him. I just seen him today on Savage's Live. I think it's Lamont at Large. The things he said in his video about these crime tours, these tragedy films, he was so spot on. I mean, he really was.
Oh wow! I have to go back into Savages and watch it.
I might play a little bit of it. Since my husband's getting her off the bus, and see, I was smart. I put my roast on hours ago to cook. Got my potatoes peeled and ready to just be turned on. Corn's already done, so I made sure dinner was already, so I didn't have a lot of fussing around to do. So I might
Cool.
play a little bit of it because now it's not letting me. I can't find the link. KCG, I hate to ask you if you're still in chat. Can you repost the Yahoo link? I don't know why it's not letting me find it. Maybe I'm going too fast. Yeah, it's the Yahoo article. I thought I clicked it and sent that to my Twitter, but I guess I only clicked the one.
Yeah, I put my email in the private chat, hon.
Okay.
For you.
Oh, wait. Is this it? I got it.
Yay!
There it is. Okay, now I just got to click it. And it's not going to let me.
You have to do it on the YouTube side. You can't do it through StreamYard, hon, unless it's in private chat.
All right, it's not going to let me do it, though. Let me reshare the link on here, and maybe I'll do it that way. Because it's not going to let me go back and chat that far.
Okay, if I wanted to share it to y'all link so that y'all can get it.
Yeah, it's not going to let me.
If I wanted to share to your link, how would I do that?
You have to go in private chat to do it, hon.
Yeah, you have to do it either in private chat or via mod. And then it's still not letting me click, though, from this side. So you'd have to do it in private chat.
Yeah, for some reason they have not set up that part in the comments.
Well, I'll copy it. Let me copy it.
If I can find it in chat, I could probably put it in the private chat for y'all. But I gotta find it first.
It's not even gonna let me copy the link. What?
He said go to X. KCG said.
All right, go to X. Okay. Go to X, DM and X. Okay. Thank you, KCG. She's a godsend. She helped me so much. You guys helped me so much.
Mystery, I look at it this way. Anybody's gonna streep 9 or take the thing. I look at it this way. They're helping the channel. They're just getting it up on the algorithm. It's no use to complaining about it.
I've been wanting to have people up. So if anybody else wants to come up, the link's there. I've been wanting to have people up. I've had a couple panels before, small, just 1 or 2 people. But yeah, here's this article. This is from Variety AOL. Idaho Murmurs docuseries reveals how dangerous internet sleuths can be. They are not qualified. Oh boy, just by the title and that, I don't think they're giving them much credit either. And look at the picture.
Probably not.
Olivia, of course. And I'm sorry, she's not what they try to make her out to be. That's just my opinion. But I see through people like her. They have that, I'm so innocent and naive and I'm so sweet and good. I would never. All the while they're stabbing those knives into your back as deep as they can get them. And they do the behind the scenes crap. But I remember her standing there at the job site of the Wells and at their home after they're carrying on and said, no, we did peaceful protests. What do you mean? I think we were very peaceful.
Yeah,
Mm.
right. Yeah, right.
You dumb butts actually got them fired, man. You got them fired. That's
Yeah.
not peace.
That's excuse me for coughing. Okay, so it's been over a year since 4 students at the University of Idaho were violently murdered in their home, but the passing of time has not fatigued the public's interest in the case. Quite the opposite. In the last 12 months, there have been several television documentaries. Datelines, Murmurs in a College Town, 48 Hours, Idaho College Murmurs, devoted to the case dubbed the Moscow Murmurs. In May, James Patterson and investigative journalist Vicki Ward announced that they are working on a nonfiction book about the tragic deaths of students Ethan Chapin, Madison Mogan, Xana Knodel, and Kaylee. I don't know. Yeah, which will eventually become a docu-series. On February 6th, Paramount Plus is releasing Cyber Sleuths. They need to change the title to Crime Tourist. But not all of them are crime tourists because not all of them actually go. But still, Crime Tourist works. The Idaho Murmurs, a 3-part docuseries about internet sleuths on TikTok. They don't mention YouTube, just TikTok. Who try and find the Idaho College murderer. The absence of any subtle leads in the case created an information vacuum that the TikTokers were eager to fill. The docuseries follows several so-called sleuths who attempt to separate rumor from fact while examining police statements and hunting for digital clues. The amateur detectives, who are not members of the media, visit the crime scene, speak to the victims' families, dig up potential theories, and name potential suspects, which ensues in witch hunts and cyberbullying. Docuseries comes weeks after Brian Koberger, who has been charged with 4 counts of murder in connection to the case, appeared in an Idaho courtroom, where his lawyers' attempts to toss out the charges against him were denied. Variety spoke to Cyber Sleuths, the Idaho Murmurs director, Jordan, about online sleuths and whether they do more harm than good. Well, of course, in Netflix's Don't F with Cats and Max's They Call Him Mostly Harmless, internet sleuths are the heroes. In Cyber Sleuths, the Idaho Murmurs, their role is murky. Was it always your intent to expose the potential ramifications of internet sleuthing? Question mark. From what this series was from concept to what it ended up being was a little bit different. At a surface level, there was a lot of interesting things with this case that made you think that there should be questions and that there should be these people on the internet who can find the answers. A lot of these smaller police departments are not tech savvy like the kids on TikTok are. So I went in thinking one thing, and it became something else. It became a bit of a warning. Initially, it was a little bit more pro until we dove in. Did you have any desire to wait for Coburg trial to start before releasing this series? That way, you could have determined if the sleuths in your series had gotten anything right. That's a good question. That's a really good question.
That's a great statement, actually. Great statement.
Lots of good questions. Why not wait to release it before the trial starts? And that way they could have found out if these sleuths are, on the up and up. I feel like this case was the entry point to a story about the TikTok true crime generation. So when we're pitching the series, the outcome of the case was always irrelevant. It wasn't about that. It was about the social media phenomenon around the murmurs that had taken things by storm. I thought the story...
Kathy, real quick. KCG said, please tell Kathy not to play this video without checking, but it is great.
What video? Oh, the one she sent me?
Yeah.
As long as I fair use it. It depends on who it is, too. I'll have to look at it.
Video she just posted. It is by Whistle Down. Oh, be careful with Whistle Down. They are pricks.
Okay.
They will strike you.
She will strike you down. Please be careful with her. She will strike.
I'll stay with her then. The outcome of the case was always irrelevant. It wasn't about that. It was about this social media phenomenon around the murmurs that had taken things by storm. I thought the story warranted a documentary because it's very specific time in our culture that has allowed for this. It is a very specific time that has. And she thought it was a great idea to do it now? Okay. You've got a blatant distrust of the media. So people are looking for new voices. You've got a world that is essentially an ad society, or ad people who are, an ad society who needs snackable content and can't, ADD society who needs snackable content and can't sit down and digest things. So you turn to these sleuths. And the world is essentially an ADD society who needs snackable content and can't sit down and digest things. That's kind of true, though.
True, but very scary to listen to.
Very.
Think about it. People walking around having ADD. I have ADD and ADHD. That is not a great compliment. Trust me.
No, it's not. My daughter's ADHD. No, it's not. And she would beg to differ, but she struggles, but she does good. I'm so proud of her.
Oh, it's a different person. I'm sorry, guys, because I know there is a one that does strike you real bad.
Well, I won't. If it's a new video, I won't show it. Well, they can strike you, but if you fair use it, they're not gonna. The strike's not gonna stick.
Right.
But it depends on who the video's by, so I'll look at it. After I'm done reading
it must be somebody different,
or either that or all.
When I knew, I got struck on what was it, 2 years ago, and I was struck for 7 days.
Yeah. I've had people try, but I usually always rarely have I don't think I ever have reached. Well, I did once, not reached out to someone and let them know I wanted to use their content. I always do that just out of respect, so I can show it later when I come back on, right before I get into that. Amy, Jesus, justice.
Yeah, I usually ask permission.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Okay,
I want to show that. Yeah, I wanted to show that these sleuths are people, that they are entertainers, that they are not qualified. They have opinions and they talk, and that's entertaining. Where we are in a strange place where especially the younger generation can't tell the difference between what's real and what's entertaining. So I thought it was really important to shine a light on this topic. Do you think open cases like the Idaho case are harder for internet sleuths to solve than closed cases? I don't know. Cold cases are where internet sleuths should exist. People need those cold cases solved. I agree. They should put. I thought about doing that, starting to cover some cold cases. I'm not true crime, but if the case interests me, I want to talk about it. I talk about a lot of different things on my channel, but no one talks about cold cases. Not that I've seen anyway.
I think the only one that does cold cases, I thought Crime and Fashion does.
Yeah, she will. But yeah, she's not a World True Crime channel either. I mean, as far as a true crimer or true crime channel. But I guess what is true crime anyway? But I do. There is a couple cases I've been looking at that I wouldn't mind talking about.
Yeah. Brittany, if you want to come up, what are you on, your phone or are you on laptop, hun?
Who are you talking about?
Brittany, she said Brittany, she goes, I would come up, but I don't know how to turn the camera off. And when you click the link
and it says enter studio, a little thing will come up and ask you about your camera, or you should have a little bar on the bottom that has your mic and a camera. Just click on that camera and it'll turn it off. It'll put an X over it, turn it off. Okay, I'm almost done. Here, did you go get her?
she's eating a little snack right now. I gave him some crackers, poured them over. That roast, I don't know, it's like
The premieres on permit.
that juice is
Mark Plus on YouTube.
Is it okay? It's on low.
Whistle Down herself absolutely said, spread the news, share all this, share to all. She herself said that. She said she would not strike. Okay. Maybe I'll shoot her a message when I'm done with this. I'll play it. I'll apologize to her, but at least I'll send her a message. I'll wait till I bring up the video. Oh, no, I don't want to turn that blue. When the problems come when sleuths are involved in an active investigation. Never before has the police department had to spend over $1 million on a rumor mill website to combat the rumors and the false tips that were coming in because of online sleuths. Oh my gosh, over $1 million?
Yep.
Wow. Wow. And then he has in bold print, not one of the sleuths featured in the series had any inkling about Brian Kohberger's alleged involvement in the crime. Did you film them in real time when they found out about his arrest? No, she didn't. Bye-bye. Barking. Sorry, guys, the dog's barking.
It's all good. I have 3 dogs of my own. Yeah, mystery. And it's like I apologize. I didn't know there was another one out there. Okay.
Well, I believe you, mystery, because you're not one to mislead or nothing. I believe you. Thank you. It says, she said, no, we got involved a bit later. We used a lot of videos that they had created before his arrest to help tell the story. When we got involved last year, Brian had already been caught, but a lot of the sleuths don't believe Brian's guilty. Oh, yeah. And his next question was, the dog shows how close Kaylee Conclave's father, Steve, is to one of the Idaho murmur sleuths. Olive oil. Why is she trying to solve the case without any real leads? Did that surprise you? She played that family, though. Their daughter was not her friend. They never spoke. Oh, I'm sorry. In my opinion, she played that family. Yes, I was surprised. But I also thought that he is a grieving dad. He's looking for any connection to his daughter who is now gone. Nail on the head. 1,000%. And Olivia used that. She used the fact that, she follows me on TikTok. So you weren't friends. You didn't talk. You weren't buddies. She didn't know you. She followed a lot of people on TikTok. You used that, and that's what was wrong. And then Betty, you weren't even part of the interview to begin with. You inserted yourself on that. That's why you didn't put it up. That's why it was on Olivia's channel, and that's why you weren't in it. Just saying. Just saying.
Well, what's funny is if the judge realizes that Betty's doing all this traveling, then the judge is if the judge get word of it, needless to say, Betty ain't gonna be able to get out and not showing up in person at the other court. Yeah, court.
Yeah, that's what I said. She's doing all this around, keep going and bragging about how good you're doing and how you're growing and how you're earning. Just keep it up. Just keep it
too for contempt because she lied to the judge and said that she can't make it out there. Well, she can. So she can have the contempt and be held liable for it and actually give money to the court for that. Held in contempt and actually had to give money to the court. So she also has a lawsuit over money that she owed to the court. Young lady.
Oh, that's on her. She deserves what she gets. Sorry, but she does file on the frivolous lawsuit. Anyway, and Kaylee shared Olivia's TikTok videos with her dad because she followed Olivia. But they didn't know each other. But yeah, we would stop filming and Steve would be talking to Olivia in the other room. And I thought that was just wild. Yeah, because she played them. They thought that they were buddies. there were points where I overheard him asking her advice, and I was like, man, she's in her mid-20s. It was shocking to me, but he's just so desperate for answers, and this has taken so long. And then he puts in
No,
bold
he's just
print.
scrape. I mean, he's scraping anywhere he can just to
Yeah, I
get
lost my
income
son. My
involved.
son was 23, and I still wanted to talk to his friends and stuff about him, but they were real friends. They actually knew each other and hung out with each other. I feel bad for him because, in my opinion, Olivia used this and played this man. She played
Oh,
on
I'm just
on
sorry,
him
Kathy,
losing
about
his
yours.
child. She played on his emotions, on his grief. That's just my opinion.
Oh, sorry that you lost one, hon.
My condolences, sweetheart. My
That's
condolences.
You okay, Kathy?
yeah. I always do mystery. I haven't played anything from their channels yet, but when I know I'm going to, I'll even add Betty's link, even because I played her video. But yeah, I always do that when I make a note now to do it. um, Steve does not appear in your series. Was that intentional, or did he decline your request to appear on camera? That was his question. Her answer is, we reached out and Steve had agreed to be in per Olivia. He was very positive about Olivia. But when we went to actually go film, his lawyer shut that down pretty quickly. Uh-oh. Feathers are ruffled.
Good. Good.
Mm-hmm. The question is, with this docu-series, you are giving the sleuths who you followed that much more exposure. Does that concern you? Her answer was, people need to see this because they need to know what's out there. We can't just close our eyes and pretend it doesn't exist. Yes, of course, this might grow platforms for some people who are a little unscrupulous, a little, and might not need the attention. But I think the greater good is to showcase what's going on to a larger audience so they can take part in understanding what's happening. This interview has been edited and condensed. Cyber Sleuths, The Idaho Murmurs, streams on Paramount today. That's it for the article. Oh, wait, no. No, yep, that's it. Wow. I don't understand where Betty thinks it's so amazing because there is not one article in favor of them. Let me
Nope.
see.
That's my husband's home state is Idaho. He knows right where that happened at.
Okay, you kept sending me is it all the same one? Oh, variety.com. Okay, I just read that one. Okay, this isn't a link to a video. This is all the same article that I just read. Oh, is this it? No, it's Michael Morrison. Yeah.
Oh wow, really? Mystery.
Yeah. You said it was Whistledown who had the video? I'll go look. Because that link the only thing that I see in my Twitter is the same link for the article that I just read. Let me look at Whistledown.
Everybody's saying that the premiere is really good. They just a couple of them just got done watching it.
It may be good about what it's showing, but I don't think it showed them in the amazing light they think. Not by the reviews. Cyber Sleuths Exposed. Okay, she's got several.
Mystery said that Wispy and another gal earlier this morning tried to stream it to us, but lost part kept getting shut down.
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
I was watching. That's why I really don't want to do it. But Whistledowns is still up, and it's a clip featuring clips from Savage Live Media and the documentary.
She said part 3. She said part 3.
All right, let me go to part 3. Part one.
And KGC saying that Whistle Down, he did it right. You can play it.
Okay. Or they were lives? No, they're all videos. Okay. The Chase and the Truth, is that it? Because he has part one, searching, featuring clips, then part one, searching.
Whistle Down.
Cyberspace documentary.
Everybody's saying Whistle Down.
Yeah, I've got it. Oh, he's got some good ones on here with Bullhorn and Olivia. He's got some good ones on here.
That's a she.
Or she, I'm sorry. She's got some good videos though. Oh, no. Didn't want that one yet. Not yet. I want to, this was the Just Kim Idaho 4. Yeah.
Okay, Mystery.
Press Pass Revisited. She's got some good videos on here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's listen to this one. Well, wait a minute.
It's okay, Mystery. You're just trying to get attention, making sure we're calling Whistle Down a girl, not a guy.
I know, KCG. I have it. I went to the link and it was the same article on my Twitter. I am playing him right now. He has just different ones. And that's why I wanted to know which one he has. Part one.
Well, it says he has part 3 in there.
Well, let's see part 3.
Press
Pass part 2. Oh my God. She did the videos on Betty's Press Pass. I love it. I'm definitely going to be binge watching this channel.
KCG saying it. No, the video.
I know I'm at the videos. Here, I'm just going to play this one.
Okay. The video is in chat, Mystery saying.
Yeah, but I can't get it from my... Well, it might let me. Let me see.
The name of the thing is called Expose #Cyber Sleuths.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, though. This is part 1.
That's what you're talking about, but there's 1, 2, and 3.
All right,
Yep, I told her, Hope.
There's part 1. There's part 1. There isn't a part 2 or a part 3. There's just other ones. Cyber Sleuths Exposed. Paramount documentary. Let's do this one. And then we'll know if we're... I got it. Sorry, guys. Thank you for turning me on to new. I appreciate it. This isn't who I thought it was. So I'm so glad you guys fixed that because it's not who I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
11 days. 5 days.
Mainstream media. Do a little more research.
Here we go. Thank you, Mystery. Appreciate you, Mystery. Appreciate KCP.
Mainstream media would do a little more research before reporting on this and giving people a platform to spew things that are just not true and could affect a fair trial.
Okay, this is Exposed Cyber Sleuths. Paramount Plus documentary featuring clips from Savage Live Media. This is on Whistledown's channel. Mod, you can share her link. I will put her in the description.
That some person said something, and because it was juicy enough and because you can sensationalize it, mainstream media ran with it. And that is what we've been warning against from the beginning. So whatever fact comes out, make sure you scrutinize it and think about it critically. Where is it being reported from? How legitimate is it? Do we know that this person is who they say they are?
If you are the dealer, I'm out of the game. If you are the healer, means I'm broken and lame. If thine is the glory, then mine must be the shame. You want it darker, we kill the flame.
Send it to X. Send it email.
Magnified, sanctified, be
Oh,
thy
my
holy
phone's
name.
about to die.
Vilified, crucified in the human frame. A million candles burning for the help that never came. You want it darker. Hey, nay, 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 nay. I'm ready, my lord.
Okay, I need to do this. I don't know what it was.
I hope Betty and Olivia is ready because I have a funny feeling they're going to get pounded.
Brian Laundrie's father hammers no trespassing signs into his lawn, and he is pleading with protesters today to leave his family alone. The long siege of the family's Florida home has to stop.
There's a water bottle right here.
This is right where the remains similar you see in Zion.
That water bottle was such a joke. I can't even believe people butt into that and believe that crap. That blew my mind when people believed that.
I sat there, I was like, what the heck? The cops never saw the water bottle there before. Why would it just all suddenly appear?
I just cracked up. I fell off my bed dying. I'm like, y'all really believe that stuff? Then I could give
It
me.
had been searched and and it just conveniently, as soon as she steps in there.
I was like, I could just give her. I can give them a quarter for a bridge.
That's crazy. Why is my dog crying? My dog is really crying, and he was just out. Oh, what spoiled.
Aww.
He's so spoiled. Okay.
National Park. It's a water bottle that looks just like the one used by Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie.
Okay, but they sell them at the corner store. Convenient how that area was already looked at and wasn't there till she just happened to step right there.
Her doomed cross-country road trip that ended so tragically.
And some people take advantage of situations in these high-profile cases and show up for whatever reason. And I don't know what the motives are of these folks. There was also reports over the weekend that he was mowing the lawn and tore down one of the protest signs that was at the memorial for Gabby Petito because it referenced his own daughter.
And I am losing my parents and my brother and my children's aunt and my future sister-in-law on top of this, and you're not helping.
Why
me
your
out.
parents? Why your parents? You're talking about your
because they're
parents.
not talking to us either.
Why aren't they talking to you guys?
If I knew, I would say. So that's not fair.
Where was that at?
On Saturday when you were here.
There's people out there, they feel your family's about the father's official. The reason why we're here for
of
you
course,
is because the media.
Understand. I know. The media ended up misconstruing what I said when they asked me if I had seen my brother. Like I said in the beginning, they didn't say, have you seen Brian? It was, what's the weirdest thing about this all?
Your brother was here by himself and in her van and ran up $1,000 on her
These
credit
are
card.
things we're not allowed to answer.
Heard screams coming out of your parents' house on multiple occasions.
Okay,
Screams.
I don't know what to tell you about
Might have
that.
been our kids. We lived there for.
We already reached out through the FBI.
I'm sorry, but what they put these people through was ridiculous, and they should have never been allowed to get away with that. They should have never been allowed.
They shouldn't be allowed to get away with anything they've done because that's not right. They're actually messing up the case, and these poor people are actually getting the cops or the feds or whatever detectives harping on them even more harder.
And at the time, they had no idea how involved the Laundries were. If they knew anything for sure or not. But, I mean, at the end of the day, that was their son. I don't know if I could have did what they did. But, yeah.
I think that they were crazy because, listen, if they were up here in Pennsylvania, they would have been put in jail for harassment and intimidating a witness because if they were to go to court, they are one of the family members that would be put for witnesses. So they would be harassing a witness and intimidating, and they can go to jail, just like Turtle Boy did.
And this is his sister. And she had nothing to do with it, nothing to do with hiding anything. She had nothing whatsoever to do with it at all. But they hounded these people like no tomorrow. Like Duty Ron says, nobody but LE law enforcement should be interviewing anyone. He even calls out the interview room. I agree with him. I agree with Duty Ron.
Hey, Kathy, real quick. I'm going to jump down. I'll be in chat. I got to take care of Sugar. Her trach is acting up again. I got to calm her down.
Oh, dear.
Yep. I'll be in chat though, hun.
All right. Thank
you. For
you.
letting me up. Thank you for letting me up.
No problem. Thanks for coming up.
Yep. I'll see you later, sis.
Okay.
I don't have anything to say right now because the police has told us specifically not to talk to anybody or anything.
Now this is the kind of stuff how they carried on and played that baby crying over the bullhorns and stuff. That's what this documentary should have showed, but they did it.
They should have showed where they were at the Summers house. They should have shown when they were down in Georgia. They should have showed these things. They should have showed all of that. And people be like, yep, these are not the people we need to look at because these people were harassing these families. Look what they did to Quentin Simon. They was playing a baby cry, and this baby is passed on. You know, the family is already grieving, and they're hurting them even more just doing this. And this is crazy.
And they have no idea. They can put Billy Joe down as much as they want until they're in her shoes, till they are going through exactly what she's going through and experiencing. They have no idea how they'd react. No one does till you're actually put in that situation.
Yep, you just don't know. You don't know when you get that call that somebody in your family is, deceased or, anything can happen. And you're sitting there like worried. You don't know if they're alive, they're, passed on. You don't know anything. And then they're harassing these people and, intimidating them and, going to their jobs and going to their place of worship or anything else and just bothering them. Why? Just sick. They should show that kind of stuff. They could show you with the real people.
And they can't say, well, it's YouTube content on TikTok. Bull crap. Olivia Betty has it on her TikTok.
Yep, they do.
Yeah, right. Well, Justin, come on. I thought he was a decent guy, right? But after today, he's a scumbag just like the rest of them.
Thank you for the $100 PayPal.
She likes to send naked pictures of people through the internet.
Bullhorn Betty lies to her subscribers.
Bullhorn Betty. Well, let me tell you about Bullhorn Strangler Betty. You're fucked up. You like to strangle people, yeah?
By the way, Aileen, I know that was you that left that comment about me. And I have never spoke to you in any way, shape, or form. Not once. So, and honestly, I'm good with it if you don't like me. I don't care at the end of the day because you're not relevant in my life at all. But, you were using one of your many alts. But somebody who knows your alts, let me know it was you. And I trust this person because they know you. But I'm good with that. You don't have to like me. Baby, I'm good with that.
Yet they talk about this house is full of murderers, right? Well, let me tell you, that lady over there have a list of charges. It was 42, it's 43 now, okay? And she likes to strangle people. She likes to have domestic violence. She likes to assault the people she sleeps with, lives with, sits with, eats with. She'll give a fuck as long as she can strangle you. And guess what they were giving her? Super chats and money. She's a whore. Bullhorn Betty, Andrew Biffin, lives with Sanford and Son. A crackhead. I'm a crackhead. All crackheads over here. Except for these people over here, right?
Oh, see, I couldn't handle that.
Right? No, Molly's so fucking high, even the cops said it. What is she on? I said she steals Xanax. Lady African Americans now here. She belongs to the Power Boys. She's proud to belong with the Power Boys.
I sped this up. Oh my gosh, you should see the pollen all over everything, all over my computer.
This is the second partygoer that has come forward to tell me their side of the story. Let's name the second partygoer Jane Doe number 2.
Like she was slurring, but I also
there were 200 people who were at the party, and this is the.
Yep. I heard his not collie riding. This was on Tyler Peller's live. Oh, Tyler Peller's. He is one of the biggest tragedy pimps and liars and misinformation cronies.
Okay, so law enforcement has confirmed that this is not true. So that's what someone got Placer Sheriff to reply that heard on Police Scanner. Girl
did some good videos. She put a lot of work into these. Good videos.
Matching Kylie Rodney has been found alive in car, and Placer Sheriff said untrue.
Wow.
Just 45 seconds ago.
Well, what county is Reno in? Is the Placer County? Reno's in Washoe County, and Placer County is in California. So the Placer County's not going to know what's going on in Washoe County. I don't think. So I'm keeping my mind and ears open by it.
Several YouTube creators traveled to Tennessee for summer vigils, 1-year vigils. Instead, they all held parties. That's true.
You want it darker?
While they made money. That's true. Using donated goods.
Rogersville, Hawkinsville, Somerville, okay? Little Summerlandville. Little Summerlandville.
Prisoners in the guards to take an aim. I struggled with some demons. They were middle class and tame. I didn't know I had permission to murder and to maim. You want it darker?
Take donations. Seems like they should get trouble for that. Yeah, I watched that a place that yeah, they do that anything out. They get like anything out at all. So we go ahead and transfer this to subscriber only. And for those that are in here that just subscribe, I do apologize about that. But we are going to actually put this on for the last 24 hours. I'm sorry that I have to do that. But if you don't like that, then it's time for us to start telling the trolls enough's enough. And we really don't care. I'm going to make sure that somebody is going live for this vigil. I'm going to make sure somebody is going live for this vigil.
I fixed it because she sounds like a chipmunk.
So we will have somebody live. And you know what? I'm going to make sure that happens, even if I have to hand somebody my own phone to run it live, just because.
Whistledown must have set this up.
Magnified, sanctified be thy holy name. Vilified, crucified in the human frame. A million candles burning for the love that never came. You want it darker? We kill the flame.
I'm sorry, but that first year anniversary, that was gross. This last one they had was nothing like this. This one was gross. Sorry, but that's just my opinion.
Let me out of the game.
You didn't like this
You are
one?
the healer. I'm broken and lame.
No.
If thine is the glory,
I thought this was exploitation at its best.
the shame.
That one they just did was nice and respectful.
You want it darker?
All these YouTubers have gained personally from missing summer wells. They have.
You do what they're.
I'm ready.
Keep supporting those baby killers. You guys are nothing but thieving pieces of garbage. How does it feel to be sponsored?
Totally Bubba Moss right now. I'm doing total Bubba.
All the baby killers are joining the crowd. Smoking, drinking.
Wow.
You hated that boy so much. You hated him because of his father. You beat him. You beat that boy. Not a care in the world. Come capture these news organizations. What you guys are? What do you don't want the news? Is that why we got a problem here? No local news out here. Nobody whatsoever.
No, Betty. They want the news. They want the real news, the factual news, not a bunch of wild banshees out there carrying on like idiots.
They want the news, not the horror, man.
Exactly.
While a baby killer sitting in the front of her yard, playing, joking, laughing, and smoking cigarettes. Don't worry, bitch. I got you. I got you.
We got a super set. They got that young kid out here, but just a little late. He gets a screen of points. He's got a high voice. He gets some notes to break a window.
Pretty bad when a little 7-year-old knows that you need to be in jail. And the cops of Cheatham County.
Wow. That's true, Mystery. That's when all that supposedly took place. Allegedly. This is a good video. She does some good work.
Funny. Oh, that's funny.
Hold up, Betty, hold on.
Yeah.
So you're just basically here for money.
They paid the local.
And
And that is so true. Because Molly paid that babysitter $500. Now, that was you could bet that babysitter was going to be a witness in the trial. Now, she's tainted. She's a tainted witness. She's useless. Because not only did she talk to them in detail and even came out and said they spun things that weren't true about pictures and stuff, but that she took money. Even though they say it wasn't for her talking to us, it's because she needed help. Bull crap.
But at first, she was paying me to be here.
Or did
But
challenge law
police chief,
enforcement.
by all means,
Look
You
at
ain't
the
trying to make
super
your
chat.
job any more difficult.
$100 at a time
You can't
coming
walk
in.
and chew gum.
Jeez. To get a $100 super chat, oh my God.
Super sticker. Yeah, I'm back out here.
Oh, you
I'm back
did?
up in the cut. Oh. Uh-oh, people popping off now. Hey, thank you for the super sticker. Yeah, I'm back out here. I'm back up in the cut.
What the hell does he have on? Loud music and costumes. Yeah, that happened. Look at him. He's got a turtle, a Ninja Turtle mask on. Are you freaking kidding me?
That's Dolly
Are
vision,
you
man.
kidding
That's Dolly
me?
vision for you. That's
Oh
Dolly.
my God. Wow.
Oh shit, gotta get rid of here. That's right.
Teenage Mutant Ninja stupid.
You open that mouth to put a dick in it real quick. You won't open it to tell how you killed your baby, will you? Where's the baby? Say his name!
This don't make no damn sense at all. These are some grown ass folks acting like children. They should be ashamed of their damn self. This is fucked up.
The only suspect who I have to believe baby Clinton is dead. Yeah, see, they're shouting it from the car.
They're shouting it from the car. Baby killer. How many?
Yeah! Yeah! Fuck you, cunt! Fuck you!
It's nighttime.
Yeah.
People are in their privacy of their own homes and you're disrupting them. Oh.
Where's the baby? Say his
Mm. Screaming at an innocent young delivery driver.
Yeah.
He's gonna get stuck. That pizza man was just the fuck out of here.
Okay, you can't use the F word on panel. YouTube will flag my video. United States, we got to use imitation words for our curse words now. Because they put you in the yellow.
That's that pizza I told y'all about.
What a fucking witch.
Ooh.
I probably said something that
Wow.
occurred.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
That's all right. A crying baby doll played through a bullhorn 24/7. Violence. There was all of this.
Fucking witch.
Baby crying! He wants his grandma to kill him! He wants his grandma to help him! Save him, baby!
Mm-mm-mm.
Ow! 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 If that doesn't burn a hole through your soul, you are Satan.
Wow.
You are Satan.
Satan lives in Savannah.
I got it. I got it. Where's that?
baby! Oh, what? Are you kidding me?
Wow. Trespassing. This is insane.
Hey, Don. Spoke to Marissa. She said she had an opportunity to speak with you last night. And this is Andra, a.k.a. Bullhorn Betty. And I just saw an article that you guys are blaming the crew for coming up and banging on doors and windows. And as you know, the only person that did that was Marissa. So if you filed a report, a criminal allegation stating under penalty of perjury that Olivia, Jonathan, and myself also did that, you just filed a false report, a false police report.
Isn't it? You're talking about the F-150? Oh, I see it.
Wow.
Come on, let's get. All right, thank you. Thank
Betty,
you.
you trespassed just as well. And you did it again when you were down there just now, just a few days ago. You trespass on private property all the time. You are not the law-abiding citizen you claim you are.
Dudley, go. All right, thank you.
Real life calls to the family, yep.
That's Olivia's mama. Stalking somebody on their job and rolling up.
Don, where's your daughter? Why are you hiding from us? Summer, where's Summer, Don? Face us. Come out and face us.
Why does he have to? Who are you? You're not law enforcement. You're not even an investigative reporter. You're irrelevant to the case, Betty. They don't owe you anything. They don't have to speak to you. They don't have to come out and face you. You do not have the right to go to their jobs and harass and stalk them.
What is I'm looking for? Get out of here! Get out of my fucking face! Look, goddamn, get out of mine! Come the window. Out here!
Come on, Candace. Come out here and talk to us about your daughter. What did you do with her? What did you do with your daughter? This is public property.
I know you have that First Amendment right, but you can be considered.
Then fire him from the job. Fire him from the job. You don't need a baby. He buried it.
This is where they don't show this, but I do believe I still have, because I didn't clip that part down far enough, and that's how I caught it, where Olivia says, but we were peacefully protesting. Our protests were peaceful.
This baby somewhere, and we want to know where she's at. Where's your baby?
Son! You can record us, son!
We're on public property.
Right there in the window.
We're on public property right now.
Don. Come on!
If that's a subdivision, I don't see how that's not private property. Those police officers should have made them leave, is what they should have did.
Hold on, you. We're gonna follow you. We're gonna wait here all day.
We know where you're at now.
Come out.
Wow. But this isn't harassing and stalking and intimidating. They're witnesses. Even though it's their child, they're still witnesses. They should have been charged just like Turtle Boy's been charged. That's what they've done.
That's what I think. They should have been charged big time for this. Turtle Boy got it. The Jay should have got it too. Then they will learn not to be on people's property screaming like banshees.
And they've done it over and over again. And Betty still goes and talks to people she has no business talking to in an open, active investigation.
Don't threaten me, please. That's right. Just don't threaten me. You need to go on.
We're on public property.
No. Listen.
What'd you do with your daughter? Where'd you bury her?
But you know
Where'd
what?
you bury her, Don?
People could come to your home and stand out on the street and carry on about you being an obnoxious YouTuber and TikToker or misinformation crony, borrow nonsense term. People could come to your house and there's not a damn thing you could do about it. Well, Florida, we have laws now because of people like you. But if there wasn't. They could do this, and you would be on here crying the victim. Oh my God, it would be endless. But it's okay for you to do to people, right? You go knock on people's doors and lie to them and let them think that you're the real media, an investigative reporter, so they talk to you. Hey, Maureen.
Oh, police! Police! Do you even know what happened?
Yeah, we know. I've known Wells for years.
Yeah.
I've
So,
known that he slept with me. Wells is not.
why are you kidding me? You realize that the baby drowned at that watering hole. They did something to her.
You don't know.
And I combated this with showing footage and statements where that was all searched. And they were outright lying. But Betty says she's never done that. She's outright lying right here.
You got proof.
Yes, we do.
I really hope you're not a
No, you
mother. I
don't.
hope
Go watch my channel.
I'm a father. I'm a father. No way.
Oh, real?
I'm a father.
I can't believe you believe their shit.
Hey, I'm a father.
That's okay. That's what I do.
Put it this way, Betty. They've known them for years. You don't know them at all. Who do you think knows them a little bit better? Just saying.
They don't do me.
You have no proof they did anything.
That's good.
There is no evidence. There is no proof because they would have been arrested by now if the police had anything that they could get them on. You don't think they haven't tried? But then you would know that because law enforcement's not going to tell you because it's not your business.
It's good.
I'm gonna be here all day.
Janice, what did you do with your daughter? Yeah, let us just get this over with. So we can leave your job site.
There's Olivia. Y'all see her?
Mm-hmm.
This is their pressure campaign, running up on people's jobs like this,
Yep.
harassing them about their missing child.
Stuff that we found out about them, I'd be scared. I'm just saying, you guys can believe what you want to, but we've done a lot of interviews. We've been doing cases like this for a really long time, and we know people just like them. And I would be really
Wasn't a really long time, Betty. What have you been involved? What, maybe a year and a half? It wasn't a really long time. You're not no one to do cases, Betty.
worried. And I wouldn't let your kids, if you got young kids around these people.
Right. I'm just saying that this isn't the place to do. But if he told you to come out here, then
He told us he wanted to meet us. He didn't specifically say here.
But he doesn't have to meet you. And right, he didn't say there. You followed him. You harassed and stalked him. He doesn't have to meet you. That's where what you don't understand. He doesn't have to.
We're sick of
Are you a supervisor? No.
Yeah, 9 o'clock at night, no cameras, alone.
No cameras, no nothing. I said, you know what's fine.
Yep, she's lying.
Oh yeah,
she's such a liar.
Doesn't show up. I mean, you want
He plays games. He plays games. He's got a 5-year-old kid missing, and he's playing games.
I give you my word, Don. I will leave you alone and go home.
Oh, we all heard Marley's words before. They will never leave you alone because you're their cash cow.
I can only speak for myself, Don. I will leave you alone.
You know why you're hiding? It's because we did do our due diligence. We know exactly what happened.
My job is your due diligence. Really?
Shame on you, both of you.
Just get rid of us.
Richard? Yeah. No.
They're playing games. They got a 5-year-old child missing, and they're playing games.
Look at JLR. Yeah, get him in that shot. Look at there's Olivia. There they all are.
We're unarmed.
There they all are.
We just want to have a conversation about what happened on June 15th.
Paramount Plus. This is who you going to support. This
Why are
is
you hiding from us? Is it because you can't play us
see,
like
Paramount didn't show this part of them. They didn't show the truth.
a fiddle?
She brings out that bullhorn, Don. It's not going to look good.
I'm sorry, the police should have made them leave.
I guess that's your builder. I mean, if you're working, like, you're not physically out here. If you're out here yelling and making people got to turn their heads, there's a lot of this sort of conduct. If you inhibit their lawful activities in public, and that means even if you're out here screaming and somebody stops what they're doing and turn and looking because you're out here screaming, yelling, that's technically getting disorderly conduct. You can technically go to jail for that and be charged with it. All right. So with this man, I would just let this man do his work. Listen, we all want to find her. We all care about her. All right. But that doesn't mean we can be out here yelling on a public street. Carrying on. You're allowed to be on the public street, but we can't be here yelling, screaming. You're out here yelling, screaming.
Well, we can talk though, right? We can talk.
You can talk, but I mean, don't be out here screaming, yelling, calling the scene, all right?
Meet them places.
Wouldn't just us talking just like this? Wouldn't that be convincing?
Told us to come see you.
We appreciate you guys. He knows law enforcement knows. There ain't shit they're gonna do to us.
Oh, they told you to shut up, Betty. You quit screaming, or they were gonna arrest you for disorderly conduct. That's what they told you.
You know why? Because we have the Constitution backing us up.
No, you don't.
Constitution of the United.
Yeah. The Constitution doesn't give you the right to act like a wild banshee and to harass and stalk people, Betty.
United States is backing us up.
No,
and we're going to continue to exercise it. We're going to continue to exercise the constitutional rights that we have here in America and the United States. We want you locked up. We want to know what you did with Summer. That's what we want. We know exactly what happened to that baby. We know exactly what happened to that baby, Candace.
No, you don't, Betty. That's just it. You don't. You have no idea. So you're lying.
You're a piece of shit mom. Where are all your children? All your children are gone. Every last one of them. And one's dead.
That's not true. That's not true.
What'd you do with Summer? Tell us the truth. Tell us the truth, Candace.
You said Summer was gone. Summer was deceased. Wow.
Quit hiding from us. Don't you think you've done enough? You guys don't deserve to have jobs. You killed your baby. Buried her.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Ban Paramount, boycott this video. Well, I'm not giving him no money.
Yeah. How many?
This is included in this video. Gabby Petito, Rodney, Stop exploiting victims and their families. This is not awareness. You are profiting from their stories. And to the victims, Summer Wells, Quentin Simon, Idaho 4, Gabby Petito, and Kylie Rodden. Bless you. Bless you and your families.
Yeah, rest in peace to all the kids that have passed on.
No, yeah.
My God.
Listen
and
to
they
them.
all sleuths. This is horrible. They should show this. Show this right here.
Yep, this is gross. I reviewed this a long time ago. Gross. Listen to them. That was a good video. Wow. She did an amazing job on that video. I'm going to share the rest of her videos. I'll play another one when I want to play that other guys when I come back later tonight. Hopefully I will be back. Because I've been on here like over 3 hours and I got to get dinner.
Hope Norman said something really cool. She said, we want to look, you want to lock up, and said BHB places judgment on someone else's parenting, but she's not a parent to herself. That was cool.
Exactly. She has no clue how to parent because she's not one. But that was a really great job, Whistle Down. As soon as I get off end this, I'm gonna add her link to the video into the description, and of course I'll put Betty's because I used Betty's, and I'm even gonna put Savage's link because she was mentioned in the video. And I'll link the articles. If they'll give me a link for them.
No problem, Firefly. She was telling me, be careful of the noise, the loud noisy and honking because of the seizures I have.
Yeah, that could be. You gotta watch that. Gotta be careful.
Yeah, they are loud though. And they call them sleuths? No, they are just done. They're just nuisance. That's what I call them. Nuisance. Those are nuisance. They make noise and yell and scream and think that they're solving a case, but they're not. They're
Mm.
being a nuisance.
Yeah, they really are. Total interference.
And the poor people that are, who's trying to get justice, all them people who are trying to get justice, they are not getting justice. The only thing they're getting is a headache.
Yep.
Like I'm getting because of these people yelling.
Yep. It is. But guys, I do have to go feed my kids. I've been on here a long time. If
Well-
nobody else is live, around 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'm going to come live and show another one of these videos, get into the Lamont at large video, and then we're going to hit it into Amy Justice, Jesus Justice. Yeah, we're going to hit that video. And then there's another tragedy pimp I want to show you that we've never talked about. Didn't even know he existed. Found out about him this morning. But thank you, Wishful Thinking, for coming up. Thank you, Fireflies. Appreciate that. Thank you, Mods, so much. KCG, thank you. Mystery, thank you for helping out with the different clips and stuff. Hope, you're awesome as always. But just thank everybody for being here. I appreciate you. And I will see you later on these YouTube streets. Y'all have a good one.